Hello, hello. Hey, Star. What's up, scrub? Hold on, let me tell Crampy that we're here. Come to my... And then I'll move... Oh, how nice, how nice. Let me just drag you, hold on. Okay, hopefully... Let me fix my Discord. Oops. Okay, I'll put that there. Let me fix Discord. There we go. Crampy is showing her Labubus like she is setting up. Today we're gonna talk about love and romance because it's Valentine's Day coming up. How's it going? It's going. You know, it's going. How are you? I brought it up to Sus. I was like, hey, how come Stir gets a blanket and not us? How come Stir gets a Christmas present and not us? Where's my camera? Oh, right here. That. Perfect. All right. That's just gonna have to do. She responded with, she said she's gonna get us something, but I don't know if she actually will. I'm gonna put that on the floor. She better get us something. Why do you get something? What the heck? Who are you? How come you get a blanket and not us? Moosey and I were both like, what the heck? She's not coming. I don't know where she is. Because I'm a real one?
Oh my god.
No.
Hello?
Hi.
Huh?
Did you start?
Yeah, I just started. Oh my god, Lex is here.
Lex.
We talking about what?
Wait, can I knock at your door?
Yes, you want me
Okay.
to do a
Can we how do we
here, let me
double
here, I'll
knock?
do it.
Okay. Are y'all gonna stream together so it can be in one chat? Yeah.
Yes. So we can
Oh,
combine
yeah.
it.
But can we combine
Okay,
with
just
two?
knocked. Yeah.
Oh,
Let me knock on.
yeah. It says Twitch TV wants to use your microphones.
Just put no.
No? No,
Yeah.
never allow. And there's a thing where we could like don't have to click something. Oh.
Oh.
Isn't there like a thing that I could press for? Okay, got it.
Some streamers
chat is
aren't
on.
live
Okay.
yet. What does that even mean?
Share chat. Okay, perfect. Oh man, I forgot to do the @ and the @ on mine.
You can still do it now. There we go. Share chat. Hello.
Open the page. I'm gonna work on this page right here.
Sky.
Yay, we're all here. I told her to come Discord,
Lex.
but...
I'm assuming Lex is watching without audio.
She's at work. I'm limited in colors. Nah, I'm here, and I hear... Oh, okay, Lex. We miss you, Lex.
Oh, wait. You don't have work today. Now I'm at home right now?
Wait.
That's crazy.
Get on Discord. Imagine.
We're talking about love, baby.
Let's talk about you and me.
and me. That's exactly the song I was thinking about in my head. For real? Yeah, we have
Yeah.
some topics that we're already gonna touch on if you want to join. I don't want to introduce on y'all plan tonight. Or
Nah.
you could, if you want, you can just chat with us here. That works too.
Yeah.
Because
Whichever
we're
one.
gonna be technically chatting with you guys. But join whenever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think I'm here, Lex? I smelled that love was in the air.
Oh, here, let me drag Crampy in.
Okay, maybe this is not the
Crampy?
right song for it.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
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 Okay,
Wait,
Miss La Boo Boo.
I know. What the
hello.
heck?
Miss
Wait,
Real La Boo Boo.
my PNG tuber disappeared.
Oh, I forgot to even put mine on.
Oh, I think it's because we're in the locked VC or something.
Oh,
I'll do it.
Cause it.
you probably just need to get perms.
I
Oh,
don't.
okay.
I'll do it.
Lychee.
when
Oh,
it's
thank
okay.
you.
You can just.
Thank you.
Don't worry, ma'am. I got you.
Y'all like the Laboos?
Yes.
Yeah.
Aren't they so cute?
I can't believe.
They're
Why do you
so
hate?
cute.
Why are you hating on Sesame so much? What the heck?
She wanted
I wanted
mocha.
mocha.
I think the gray one's cuter.
What?
What? You already have a
think so?
brown. Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
I would. I was telling Lychee because we were in call while we were watching your thing. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, when you had the last box, I was like, I'd be so sad if there was no. I got an entire box and there was no sesame. I didn't get it. Cause
It's like you don't want the secret.
no.
I want the secret so bad. I guess I could buy him, right?
I suppose.
Girl, people want me probably like 200.
For one.
You think so? For the secret,
Maybe.
maybe, huh?
Lex says, I know you felt it in your soul. At Stir. I did feel it in my soul.
Why Crampy sound so crispy? Do I sound crispy?
Yeah, your mic sounds
Dang,
crispy, but it's your normal mic,
Yeah.
right?
Wait.
Let me put...
Hey, she better sound crispy. This mic better sound crispy.
Let me
I got 2
pull
green
up
grape cards.
our template.
I know. Your friend was like, "Give me one."
Yeah, I was like, I'll literally send you one.
So cute.
Oh, I love them so much.
They're really cute.
Do you guys dress? Would you guys dress yours up? I will.
Mine's so naked.
I will.
He's
she said.
cold, Lychee.
Yeah, but like, to spend money on their clothes and not myself?
I guess so.
I'm like, why would I dress them up when I could dress myself up?
That's true. Valid
That
point.
is
Valid
true.
point.
But it's really cute when people dress it up, though. Like,
Yeah.
low key, if I keep seeing it in my For You page, like dress up with boo boos, I low key might just fall for it and just freaking buy it. I am new here.
Oh, it's
Hi,
Fa.
Fa.
Fa, did you buy the housemaid yet?
Yeah, dude. We're gonna be talking about it in like what, like
2 weeks, yeah. So Crappy, I'm trying to do this thing that I saw on Instagram where everything is like dark, but then there's like one light source.
Okay.
I'm trying to do that, but I don't know how to make the light part light. I don't know how to do it.
Wait, what do you mean? In coloring or?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
I know. I was like, wait, what is she?
Yeah, me too. I was like,
I don't know how
girl.
to do it. I made the little thing so the rest of the room is dark, except
Yeah.
for the light and the window. But I don't know how to make the light part extremely.
I need a visual. I need a visual of what you mean. Because you have the background dark and you have the light area light. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, but I want to make the light part look like there's like light shining on it.
Oh, okay. Sometimes
falling on
people,
their
I've seen
face.
tutorials where people like when they're coloring in the light area, they'll go over the same color on it and it'll still look lighter than the other area, obviously. Or they go even a shade lighter to make sure it looks like
Oh.
it's brighter.
I don't
Because
think
sometimes it can look muddy. That's the thing.
yeah. I don't have that many colors, so
Oh my gosh. You
Yeah, I
guys
have
are
a problem.
starting stuff already.
I'm just coloring.
I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing on stream.
Wait, are you
yet.
coloring on stream?
Yeah, she's coloring.
Oh my god,
right
I should
now.
do that.
Are you not
What are you
coloring on
doing?
stream? I thought you were coloring on stream. Is that what you said you were doing?
Oh, I don't have anything on stream. Wait. Oh my god, you've inspired me.
Okay, hold on.
What? Wait, you're showing us your coloring book and everything and your markers.
Oh, I didn't know everyone was like gonna do something that's
Oh.
like I didn't know what we were having.
Oh. Yeah, you said this is a page I'm working on right today, and then you turned your camera off.
Yeah, because I was like, I didn't have my PNG tuber.
Oh, you don't need it.
You're right.
You have your coloring.
Okay, guys, we're going back to coloring.
So I was telling, well, since we have all of our chats combined, I was saying that we have a just chatting stream about love because it's Valentine's Day's coming up, and
Facts.
it's like, you know, a good topic. Everyone's interested, right?
Yes.
Everyone loves talking about love.
Oh fuck, where's my?
And we have prepared, like she has prepared for us, like kind of like
Like
talking
she's the coordinator.
points. Yeah, she's like the person who coordinated everything.
Okay.
So please.
A sad day.
Oh,
A podcast without Stir and I. Wow. You guys aren't.
who said that?
Maybe
Oh,
you guys
Ner.
will guess one day. What's the name of this podcast? If you read the title. Just kidding.
I'm outside your window.
Uh,
Kim. Everybody wants my little boo-boos. Maybe I shouldn't have streamed it.
chill. This is for the girlies.
This is
Throw
for the
me la boo
girlies.
boo. At least you didn't get a la foo foo.
I know. I was kind of stressed, not gonna lie.
We heard the stress when you're trying to do the.
Yeah, when you were
When I
doing
was
the
trying to
QR
scratch
code.
it, because I was like, what the fuck? It was in Chinese, and then I looked it up, and it said, oh no, she's frozen.
How are we going to be guests when we have you the idea when sorry, am I not speaking English? How
For a
are
second.
we going to be guests when we have you the idea of a podcast? Chill, guys. Let him cook. Let him cook. Do you not remember our love podcast? What are you talking about, Nerf?
You guys had a love podcast?
We had a love podcast? You mean the Chat GPT podcast? That one is off stream, guys. We can't share those things.
Oh.
Oh no, little boo-boo.
Oops.
No, Kim,
I'm on my phone,
sorry.
so typos are meant to happen.
You're trying to steal it?
What the heck are you talking about? But anyways, we've renamed our podcast. We've renamed ourselves to
Yes.
Spilled Pages.
Is this backwards for you guys? Is this
Yeah.
better?
Do
Oh,
you
there we go.
have the talking points up, Aichi?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
Please.
So we've renamed us to Spilled Pages.
Mhm.
Our guest today is Cramps.
Yay.
Hello.
Millie and I are revamping the podcast a bit. So I don't know if you guys know, we're gonna be doing a half book talk and half like some episodes will be just chill,
Mhm.
just us yapping, you know. We thought of it as like spilled as in like spilling the tea on life and spilling all things books,
Mhm.
which is where the pages is related to. So if you guys haven't followed us on Instagram, it's
And
spilled
TikTok.
pages
And YouTube.
and we're also on TikTok and we're also on
Yes.
YouTube. So feel free. It's at spilled pages.
Spilled dot pages.
Spilled dot pages. Oh, I don't know why that got highlighted, but please show us some support and some love.
Yes.
We've already posted some stuff. Today's more of like I guess our special Valentine Day talk.
Mhm.
I guess we've always wanted to talk about the topic love, but love is just a broad
Yeah, it's
topic
well
that we had
only
to narrow it down to some topics. So if you guys do have some topics in mind, you can throw them out and we'll try to remember them and we could talk about it next time. But for this podcast, we're going to be talking about love. What does love mean to you and how do you know when you're in love? We're going to be talking about love languages, um the attachment styles, our green red flags,
mm-hmm.
and then to tie it all, we're going to be talking about self-love. So like the importance of self-love, what do we do to do self-love and stuff like that, because I know Valentine's could be like such an intimidating,
Coupley. It's super
like, yeah,
coupley. Mm-hmm.
yeah, super coupley, but we think like we should talk about self-love and loving yourself and stuff, and then we'll talk about like maybe doing some advices.
If you guys
So
want
we'll see.
advice.
If you guys want advice from us, who knows? I don't know. So that's how today's podcast is gonna go.
You might get distracted
That's okay.
Yeah, and then
because I'm coloring, so I might be like, wait, what'd you say?
I know. I'm looking up at the chat and I'm like, whoa, I missed a lot. Wait,
Yeah,
first
me
of all,
too.
I want to.
I just had to scroll up.
Oh, Dodo's here.
George said,
Dodo's
"Hi."
here.
Hi, Stroop.
Fuss said his book's gonna be here on Thursday, so I'm excited for that.
some good advice. I'll pay you. Give me advice now. It's for free. Actually, not for you. Give me money. Anyways,
Anyway. Yeah, let's talk about
what is-
love. What is love? How do you guys define love?
Yeah.
And please, all of you guys here, please feel free to talk with us as well and give us your answers.
So, yeah, give us your answers too. Let's start off with Cramps.
Yeah.
What does love mean to you?
Me? Oh my
Mhm.
god, already? Hot seat. Wait.
It just starts. It just starts.
We gotta get going.
This
what
is
is
such a good
what is
song.
love to me?
Break my heart.
Break my heart. Love to
What does
me.
love mean to you?
Love to me is. Can I do it in adjectives or do you want me to describe it?
However you want.
Describe it to yourself. Like,
Describe
if
it to
someone,
myself.
we're having a deep conversation today, yes. Just anything that comes up to you in regards to love. It could be anything,
Love,
because love is so versatile, right?
yeah, there's so many things. That's why. Someone who. I don't know. I feel like it's always like. You can, for me, it's always like I care for the person. I'm very attentive, like, and I kind of feel like it should be like two ways. Like it's you get something, you give something, kind of thing. You know, like it's nice being able to receive the same thing. It's always been like someone who listens, who understands you, who you feel like they're like your best friend and you can like talk to them for hours, kind of thing. Yeah,
Okay.
just like someone you can vibe with.
That's good.
Someone who can be there for you. That's your meaning of love.
Yeah, like someone who like if you're upset they'll know, like they can just tell, you know, like
know-
they know you.
That's I hear that quote a lot. Like to be loved is to be like
To be seen.
seen, to be like known.
Mm-hmm.
That's so nice. It's like to be loved is to be seen. Like they just know you. Like it's like they'll come home and then they're like, "Oh, I got this because I thought about you," or like, "Oh, like I stopped by and I saw this and I was like, oh," or like, just like text you at random times, you know, just to be seen.
Yeah, I've seen like those kinds of clips on social media where it's like the guys will go out to go get like I don't know like something food like Taco Bell. The
And then
girl
they
will be
come
like,
back.
"Oh, do you want anything?" They're like, "No." The girl's like, "No." And then when he does come back with food, she's like, "Oh, actually, I want something now." And he's like, "I already know. I already got it."
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so
I
cute.
love that. Just to be seen.
Yeah. What about you, Millie? What does love mean to you?
I feel like my idea of love is kind of, I don't know. It's like, it's not.
But shut the
It's
hell up.
weird. It's like like a weird concept of love. To me, it's not, I don't know. I feel like love is, I know a lot of times in Hollywood and stuff, they just, love is like that, like butterflies in your stomach type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's more like, it's like a, I don't know, I see it more of like a decision that you make. It's like you don't, it's not something that you like get swept away by, but something where you're like, I am making a decision to love this person no matter what, right? So,
Yeah.
like, wanting to protect that person, provide for that person,
Mm-hmm.
nurture that person, whatever that may mean for each individual, but like with that in mind. Someone who's like there for you
Mm-hmm.
when you're like, who's willing to be there for you, and like, even when you're at your worst, when like you're
Or
like,
even when,
mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, no, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh no, like
Mm-hmm.
even like if they're having like a bad time, they can still
Mm-hmm.
be there for you.
Yeah.
Like put stuff aside, kind
Mm-hmm.
of thing.
Yeah. And like, we'll celebrate your victories with you, we'll be sad for
Mm-hmm.
your losses with
Mm-hmm.
you. Yeah, I guess that would be mine. Lychee?
That would be your. So you're like a one for like when you have that one person you want to just give them your love,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just like thick and thin. Like my
Mm-hmm.
ride or die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My ride or die, thick and thin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Me too. Mine is like it's almost the same feeling as having love being your security. It's about
Mm-hmm.
it's like about security and being able to feel secure and being in your own skin in front of that
Mm-hmm.
person and being vulnerable.
Yeah.
um I guess is what love for me is, and being able to completely open up and share everything about your feelings and your life with them
Mm-hmm.
without having to feel like not wanting to share.
Yeah.
Because there's some relationships where you're kind of hesitant and you're walking on glass and you don't feel
Mm-hmm.
like it should be said. But I feel like love is about being able to share everything without feeling judged and getting that
Mm-hmm.
full support from them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think you made a good point that I also want to like agree with, is like when you get to be yourself without feeling like you could be so completely
Mm-hmm.
and like unapologetically you without feeling
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, if I do this, like, are they gonna get annoyed? Are they gonna?
Like you don't have to think about your
Yeah,
every
you
move.
could just be as
Yes,
goofy as you can be
Yeah,
and have that sense
I
of
agree.
security of like, they still love me.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like not having your guard up, like that security blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
You feel comfortable enough.
Yeah, because love is scary,
It is.
Yeah, it is.
right?
It
It's like
fucking
an
is.
emotion that we don't really necessarily know. It kind of just say like it's just something that we're just like all like, oh yeah, love this. But really,
Mhm.
does anyone in this world really know what love is?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because love is so scary. It's such a scary
Mhm.
emotion because you're being open. It's like a pro and con thing. You're being open to somebody that could possibly love you for who you are,
Mhm.
but then at the end of the day, they could not be that person.
Mhm.
You know.
Lex says
So love is being vulnerable.
vulnerable. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lex says, I know it's like, oh, you should accept your partner to read your mind, but I think it should understand you to the point that they can cater to you. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Understand, like,
That's true. That is very true.
Yeah.
So going back to like
Mhm.
what love is,
Mhm.
all of us have different love languages. So like
Yeah.
loving comes from different places, and knowing me personally, I always believed in always to be loved by the way you deserve, and
Mhm.
everyone has different ways of being loved and wanting to be loved.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
let's talk about love languages.
Yeah. What is your love language, Lychee?
My love language is quality time.
Mm.
Quality time to me is like a lot of people think it's just being with that person in the
Mhm.
same room, but quality time is being able to spend the time that you believe is what you, what do you say, like like time, like that quality time has to be like worth to you, because you could just be like in a room and then say you guys are both scrolling on YouTube or TikTok
Mhm.
simultaneously. That could mean to some people quality time,
Mm-hmm.
right? But for me, it's like my quality time is like, it's somewhat similar, but also being able to be like, oh yeah, I just saw this reel or Instagram, like sharing those things. To me, that's quality time,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Okay. Okay. Crampy.
So that would be my top.
Quality time.
Mine is also quality time.
Oh.
Um, I like spending time with a person. Um, I like having like that time together. Like it can be just silence, honestly. Like it doesn't have to be
Mm,
like us doing anything together. Like it could be
mm-hmm.
like it could even be like us like just on the phone and like they're doing something, I'm doing something, but
Mm-hmm.
at least like we're together if that makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um and I really like that thing that you said where it's like adding on to your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like sending each other stuff like that we know we both have in common or um like talking for hours and just like no distractions. Like
Mm-hmm.
just having that like comfort, you know?
Yes.
Like that you
Being
can
able to talk
just
about
Mm.
anything and whatever.
yeah,
And
literally.
time is just running at its best.
And like by the
I
time
feel
that you
like.
know it's already like 4 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um but it doesn't have to be like that we're just like oh glued together, you know?
We gotta
Mhm.
go on a date.
Yeah,
Like
no, it
that
doesn't
kind
have
of
to be
thing.
that. No, it's like
Mm-hmm.
we can play games together. I'll color,
Mm-hmm.
you play something. Like like
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like just
That's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
even if we're in silent, at least like I know like you're there or something, you know, kind of
Yes.
thing. Type shit. No, I'm just kidding. I ruined it.
No, it's okay. We're not gonna be so serious.
I know.
It's
Uh,
okay.
I think mine would be acts of service. I
Mm-hmm.
find a lot of like, mm, I feel like a lot of I appreciate it when people like help out with stuff, and I don't know, maybe it's like it's the old granny in me where it's like help out with like chores. Like if I could come home and like the house is clean, or I come home and like
Mm-hmm.
the dishes are done, and I don't like it's something that
Mhm.
I don't, one thing less for me to do
Mm-hmm.
is how I feel
So
like
you
the
would
most.
say that your love language is basically like
Acts of service.
actions speak
Yes.
louder than words,
Yes.
right?
I know some people are like words of affirmation people.
Mm-hmm.
And to me,
Mm.
I'm kind of like, that doesn't really do anything for me because thank you for saying that I look nice today, but I can't take that to the bank, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I
That
need,
to the
I
bank is
can't take that to
crazy.
the, like, what, thanks
Mm-hmm.
for that, but like, I
Yeah.
still have like a whole bunch of stuff to do, or I need help with this or help with that. So,
Yes.
I
Mm-hmm.
have we taken the 5 love language tests? Yes. So these are our
Yes, we have.
answers.
So
Lex.
these are our
Oh,
answers.
Dodo's also acts of service.
Oh, what is?
Mighty says
Oh wait, what
interactive
does Dodo
quality
said?
time. Montoya, por
Dang, we
favor.
getting deep. For me, I think
Yeah.
love, romantic, familiar, platonic, all types is when you understand how the other person came to be and why they are the way
Mhm.
they are, who they are, and investing in who they will grow
Mhm.
to be.
Mm.
Yes,
I like that
I feel
answer.
like love is definitely gr- having to grow because
Yeah.
you're having to grow with that other person.
And like willing to do it together and
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
learning from each other.
I agree wholeheartedly, but I think there's also something so important about putting intention behind these hangouts slash dates because what separates one hangout with a friend from having a date night with a significant other?
Mm.
Mm.
True. Why are you cooking like this?
So we did take the love
Mhm.
language test. but I think we couldn't get our full results unless we paid. So it only
Yeah.
gives us our
The
top
first
five.
one. It gives us our 1st
Mhm.
one.
Yeah. But I think we were also gonna talk about our lease from what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
So my at the bottom of my list has to be gift giving.
That's your least favorite? Or your least.
Not my least favorite, but it's my least priority
Mm.
in terms of my love language. Because my love language is like, I would say it would be giving quality time and then words of affirmation and acts of service and then gift giving. What's the other one? Did I just say all five?
Words of affirmation.
Oh, wait, what?
Did you say words of affirmation, gifts?
Words of
Touch. You forgot
affirmation.
touch.
Oh, touch, physical touch.
Although to me that
would
one's
probably
like
4.
That's like second to me, I think.
Physical touch.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
I
love
think
hugs.
that was my second too.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then
Like hold me.
gift. Yeah, same.
Yeah, hold
I-
me. I just want to be
Hold
cuddled.
me.
I love cuddling.
Do you like
Yeah,
being big spoon
that-
or little spoon?
I like being the little
I like being little spoon.
But
Same.
Hoyoung likes being the little spoon.
Oh, really? Wait,
Wait,
someone's
outed?
gotta
And
be.
he's taller than me.
But you know, surprisingly, I feel like guys like to be little spoon. I feel like
I
it's
heard
very
that
common.
too.
Yeah.
I think
They're
my third one
quality
was
time.
gift giving, but it's because I like that thing of being like remembered, like at a
Mhm.
random time kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm like, oh my god, get me so many gifts. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's just like
Yes.
the thought of like you thought of me. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
it could be
oh, I saw
food or like
this.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
Or, like-
expensive or anything.
Or like
Yeah.
for crafts. Oh, I saw this coloring book. Like it's
It reminded
it
me.
reminded
Yeah,
you.
remember?
Yeah.
I remember you said you wanted to get into coloring, like that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like just someone remembering, and like that's the presence thing too. It's like, oh, I remembered you want, like if they're like, oh, I remembered you wanted to do something, let's
Mhm.
do it, kind of thing. You know?
Mhm.
Like that's where I'm like, oh my god, they remembered.
Yeah, that's so true. I think my least. At first, I thought it was gifts, right? Growing up,
Mhm.
but then as I got older, I feel like I also do gifts. As like I like to, if
Giving gifts.
yeah, like if like we're celebrating something, or if I haven't seen a friend in a long time, like I like paying for the meal, like that kind of stuff.
Mm.
Same.
It
I
makes
like setting up things.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Oh,
an
I'm-
act of service though?
I don't know.
Is it?
I would
Is
say
it?
that's an act of service because you're doing it in terms of
Is it
you know
like
doing
feeding
you're
you
doing an
kind of thing?
action. I guess it could be both. Like
I was
yeah,
gonna
if
say, maybe
like
it's both.
your
Mm.
gift is food and an act of service is like for paying for it.
I guess. I
Because like
don't know.
technically gifting gift is not like necessarily pulling your wallet out,
Mm.
right? It could just
True.
be like, oh, I cooked this for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's an act of service. Oh my gosh, it could be so combined.
Yeah, it's like overlapping.
Yeah.
What did Lex say? Mine are acts and quality and low key gifts. I feel like gifts gets a bad rep because people think we expect Dior, but like some gifts can really show how much a person knows you. Like for example, I received this Dior lotion versus this roll-on essential oil. Sure, Dior is more expensive, but my friend knew that the smells at work have been bothering me and it gives me a headache. So there's more thought behind the small essential oil versus the lotion. True.
Yes.
It's a thought
Being
behind
thought
it.
of
Yeah.
by someone without you even being there. Yeah. Shows
Yeah.
a lot of the intention. Yeah, it's not about the price.
Yeah.
It's the meaning behind
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Mm.
So I think my least one is gonna be words of affirmation, cause
Really?
yeah.
Okay, for me, it's
You like
because
it? Uh-huh.
I live by the rule of communication in
Uh-huh.
a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
As everyone knows, I am in a very like long distance relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been like almost 2 years or so, and our relationship has been built on communication.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that I'm learning because I'm also really bad at it, but it's something that's built in our relationship and still is. Still, we're still building it
Mhm.
at this point. So I feel like words of affirmation has definitely gone up for me. It used to be something I did not
Interesting.
care for.
Uh-huh.
Like absolutely, because I always cared for like physical touch and
Mhm.
quality time,
Mm-hmm.
but I always thought of quality time as in being physically giving physical quality time,
Mm.
right? But then we sometimes have to think about like quality time could be like he's driving and he's calling you. That's quality time already, right? He's
Yeah.
telling you about his day. To me, I count that as a quality time. He's doing his chores and I'm on the phone. So he like, that's still quality time for me. And physical touch has definitely, it's obviously something we all crave and stuff, and it's definitely up there for me. But I think words of affirmation is just something beautiful to me. Am I being that's corny, but like
No,
No, I don't think so.
no. I think it's
still
being
like corny, but like
no.
words of affirmation, it gives me reassurance.
Do you think it depends, like each relationship, it depends based off of like the nature of the relationship, like what,
Yeah.
because of, you guys are in a long term, like a long distance. That's why the levels kind of change based off of what you guys need. I think that's interesting
Yes.
too. That it's not really a
it's
you thing, it's more of like a situational type.
situational type. And in words of affirmation, I guess it like really, I'm not like ooh la la, like swooned by every single thing, like oh you calling me beautiful, this and that. But like words of affirmation as in things that are like said genuinely and thoughtfully. I won't say too much, but Home did write me a letter for the new year, and those were like words of affirmation, like those things that were put into thought.
And something like unexpected kind of thing.
Things that they really thought about what to say is words of affirmation. Those type of things. Not that I'm shitting on things that are like, oh yeah, your boyfriend called you beautiful, blah blah blah. Those are also words of affirmation.
No, and I think that's nice when it's like long distance too.
It's needed. Like, you need that actually.
Yeah. Like it doesn't have to be like, I don't know. For me, it was also just like, oh my god, they think I'm pretty.
Yeah, like those things.
That's like true, very true in the beginning, right? Like when the
you get butterflies.
Just,
like,
you think I'm pretty?
Puts hair behind the ears.
Yeah, bats eyelashes.
Close curled type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Let's see. What is everyone?
No, it's just like so nice because it's like you don't expect it, and it's like you're just talking, and then suddenly they're like, "Oh, you look so pretty," and you're like, "Wait." You know, it's just nice to be seen. Same thing, seen. To be seen.
To be desired. To be desired.
Yes,
yeah, to be desired.
Okay, let's see what everyone's saying.
I got trust issues, so words of affirmation is like my lowest.
Right.
Really?
It's like you can't. What can you do with that?
Like, are you scared that they're not being honest?
Like not being honest in their words. Is that where the trust issue is?
She said literally like when they're too smooth, I get sus. I do too.
But it's like, like you, where's your Riz book, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
who taught you that? Who? Yeah.
How many girls have heard,
Can't trust nobody.
It's like, who else you call them pretty?
Like says, when they're too smooth with their words, I know it's been recycled.
Just write it down so I have it in my arsenal.
Right?
You are so funny.
Girl, don't trust most men out there. Ooh, words from a man about another man. This is you know what? This is what I want. I want to hear like the male perspective also, because I feel like it'll be so insightful for us and for everybody. Just have like a well-rounded discussion where it's not just like girls being like girls. Forgot censored in this chat. What?
Some of my homies be using the same lines again and again. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like, what did they say?
Hey, girl, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Like that kind of thing?
Oh, hell no.
Like, because you're the only teen I see.
Why do guys think that will work? That's my question.
I don't know. Okay, I'm a sucker for, like, stupid jokes, but also, like, not really. But when it's said in a certain way, I'm like, haha. That's corny and funny. Because it can work. It depends. I feel like if it's like not... Because they're sleazy, right? There's like sleazy, like, Riz. I feel like you could tell.
Okay, give us an example of sleazy Riz.
Yeah, what do you mean?
What does sleazy Riz mean? Give us an example, Lychee. Can you sleazy Riz us?
Can I sleazy Riz you?
Yeah, can you Riz me right now?
With sleaze though?
What's another one?
And do guys like it when girls like riz back, like
Example.
Oh,
Okay.
do guys like it when they
Mm.
compliment? Do you guys like it when girls compliment
do
you?
guys like it when girls catcall back?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, cat calls are definitely sleazy. Those things like, "Hey, baby girl, like what you
Hey
doing tonight?"
mama.
Like that. Let me buy you a drink. Like you here alone, like those type of things. Like, whoa,
Yeah.
calm down, dude. There's like, hey, baby girl, why don't you sit on my lap and we'll talk
Mhm.
about the
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like those
Yeah.
things are just so
No.
like, are you kidding me?
Sorry, I got Valorant brain rot.
Of course, we like it when girls compliment us.
But like,
Yeah, because sometimes I feel weird because I'm like, I don't know if like, because sometimes I'm like, damn, you look. This was me
You
with my
look
last
fine
one.
as hell.
No, last one I'd be like, damn, you look cute as shit.
Oh my
But I would
god.
like joke around, but like I was being
Mhm.
serious. But it's also like I don't know if they felt like weird that I would compliment them.
mm,
Um,
just be
but then
like
I
cat
just
call
love giving
back.
compliments to like them. You know what I'm saying?
Just be
Mhm.
like,
Like
hey,
I love
hey boy.
reassuring them and like I love giving reassurance too and like communicating like I like you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Do guys like it if we go, hey boy, you look like you'd be really good at assembling my IKEA furniture?
What the fuck?
That's like calling back, cat call back.
Hi shit.
I
That's what I'm
feel
saying,
like it
nerd.
also depends if the people are like funny people, then like you can
Yeah, if
joke
it's
about
like
these
good.
jokes. Like you
Mhm.
know they're
Mhm.
joking, or if they're serious about their joke, you
Mhm.
know?
Uh-huh.
Like I'm just looking up ones right now and it says, "I lost my phone number. Can I borrow yours?" Like
Oh.
I wouldn't
in
do that.
like okay.
Wait, shit. Lychee, you like that one?
No, I'm saying
Oh.
that's terrible.
Oh.
Why, Millie?
No, no,
You
that's why
signed
I.
off for
Yeah, that's why I was
that?
like, oh. I
No,
love
Wait,
it
I
when a
like
girl
no.
could
Lex's.
be. Oh.
I agree with Lex
What did
where
she
she
say?
said I like it when you compliment guys and they get like humbled a little and they get nervous when you compliment them.
Uh
I
huh.
think that's so
And
That
cute.
is really
then all of
cute.
a sudden they're kicking their feet and
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
rubbing their
I
head
love
back.
blushing.
that.
What else is being says? Oh, I'm sorry, I made you guys gag. If anything, we're not used to being complimented, so we don't really know how to respond back sometimes.
That's
That's true.
interesting.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually true. Not a lot of guys know like
How to take a compliment.
how to take a compliment.
But do you think that's why guys always like get they can't tell the difference between when someone's just being genuinely nice to them
Or they're messing
or
around.
if they're because I heard this thing on TikTok today. Some girl said the only what did she say? She said like guys can't understand that when people are just being nice to them because they would never be nice to someone they're not attracted to. So they that's why they think whenever someone's nice to them, it's because they like them. Do you think that's true?
Mm,
Like guys,
maybe.
say that again. Sorry.
So she was saying that like, oh, guys don't understand that sometimes people can just genuinely be nice to other people without being attracted to them because to guys they would never be kind to someone they were not attracted to.
Really?
That's what
Oh.
she
It's
said.
almost similar to like, you know,
Huh.
back when you were little in kindergarten or
Mhm.
third grade, and it's like your bully, they're bullying you because
Mhm.
they like you,
Mhm.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they would never
Yeah.
be nice to you if they didn't think you were pretty. Like that's what she was
Mm,
saying.
really?
Yeah, and I was like, oh,
No, that's not true. I feel like
it's not
it
true.
depends. I feel like it depends on the
Mhm.
person. It could, because I've seen
Mhm.
it before
Mhm.
where some of like well, somebody I knew,
Mhm.
um, they they would always say all these things and like kind of like tease like somebody
Mhm.
or like the girl. They
Mhm.
would tease the girl and like kind of like make fun of them,
Mhm.
and it was like a way of giving that person attention, apparently, and that's just how they
Mhm.
are. And apparently, this guy liked the girl but like it was like weird because it's like, how do you find that? Like, what do you think like that's attractive? Like, if girls started teasing guys and like making fun of them, like, do you guys fall for that? Do you think that's like a thing for you?
When guys are mean to me, like
No, when
Guys are
girls
mean.
are mean to
Mean to
guys.
guys?
Yeah, when a guy
like,
beats me.
do
when-
they find attractive?
Whoa.
Do they find I'm just genuine? I'm just like,
Oh, you're asking
is
like
it because you're
the
giving
boys.
them like attention? I feel like it's the attention part. I think when like guys are teasing like girls, I
Mhm.
feel like they think they're giving us the attention.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's not like a
I see what you
whole
mean.
like playbook is like you nag girls and you're just like rude to women to get their attention.
Mhm.
It's like a tactic, right?
Yeah.
Do guys do that still though? I feel like that's so elementary.
I don't
No.
I'm pretty sure there's guys that still do stuff like that. I mean, think about Valorant and all the guys that are like
Think about
super
Valorant.
rude and like obnoxious and they go, oh.
Sorry, I'm retired.
Oh no, that's my that's how Hyoung is. Like, he's just weird and like it's like
I
he's
love
playful and
what?
funny. But
Dodo,
he's my golden retriever.
Dodo says, but girls love making a guy nervous. I guess that's true.
I love when girls are
Yeah.
mean to me.
I love it when girls are
Who said that?
what? Well, yeah, who said that?
Oh, Stir
What did
said that.
Nerf say? Oh wait, Mighty says I like girls approaching. I find it cute. Like, in a what way of approach would you like? That's what. Yeah, we need to get a guy's perspective.
Yeah, we need guys' perspectives.
like what are their.
That's so interesting. Guys like it when girls approach them more.
I like it when girls are mean too. Is it because you prefer Dommy Mommy, dude?
What the fuck?
I love it. Wait, Dodo likes it when girls are mean to her. And Stir likes it too.
Yeah.
I call
Is there
us
a
mean
meaning behind it?
sexuals. What the fuck?
That's crazy. What did Nerf say? Lex makes me stutter. Okay.
Okay.
Y'all like yeah, mean girls mean.
Yeah, I like your girls
crazy.
mean.
Real, but they can't be too mean or else I'll cry. Due to trauma. I like it when a woman can be herself. I don't need her being mean to get my attention. Just saying, I'm gonna cry if she's mean. But Lex is always mean to you, so I think you should just give up. Not like the mean where they mean things or do mean things. Like teasing in a way? Like, what do you mean by like being mean? I gave up already. Okay.
Wait, he said not like the mean where they say mean things or do mean things. Then what do you mean by mean then? If it's
When
not
they get
saying
crabby
mean.
and throw little tantrums, you mean like like I'm mad at you, like that kind of thing? Like that tantrum? Like, how dare you open that door for the other girl?
Ooh,
Like
that's an
that
interesting
thing?
thing. Like, do you guys think you guys are the jealous type?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I
Immediate yes from both
am. Hell
of
yeah,
you.
I'm fucking
Oh.
territorial.
I'm 100%.
Whoa.
I'm like Chihuahua. But then
That's funny.
like I'm a Chihuahua, as in like I'll bark, but I won't do anything.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I like it when someone's jealous about me too.
Oh really?
Me too,
Yeah.
but it
Like
also
such a
pisses me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. It can piss me off too.
Depends on how it's like like relayed, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it depends. Yeah, for sure. But I'm like, damn,
Like, I'm
hey,
already
you care?
pissed off.
Mhm.
Like, I'm already pissed off that you're jealous, but like it don't like I already told you it doesn't
It's
mean
not-
anything.
Mhm.
But then you're still teasing me about it, and then you're still getting jealous.
Mhm.
Oh, I would punch you. Be like,
Oh
So
my
it's
God.
like I don't know. It just
kidding.
sounds like it'd be,
Violent.
it'd be so exhausting
Damn.
every time. Who are you talking to? Who is that? Why are you talking
Oh,
to him?
I'm
Like,
not that
oh
crazy.
Oh
my
no,
god,
not
I
like
can't.
that. Not
Okay,
like
okay,
that.
okay.
Okay, then
I'm
like
not
what?
crazy.
No, it's
I'm not
yeah.
crazy jealous.
Okay, just like
Yeah.
not crazy jealous.
Yeah. Like have you guys seen the show You?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first
You know
season.
Love from season 2?
Oh no, I didn't watch season.
Oh no, I
Love.
didn't watch season 2 either.
Oh god. Okay. Well, Love, yeah, when I think when I'm thinking about that, like who you talk to? Like, oh, you can't talk to another girl, blah blah blah.
Uh-huh.
Like, no, like I'm not like that. Like,
Okay,
I,
so
I believe in like being able to have like a female friend,
uh-huh.
you know,
So what do you
Mm.
mean
and it's
by
up to you whether you cross that boundary, right?
so
As long as you show me you will never
Okay,
cross that
what do
boundary.
you mean by you're jealous then if it's not that kind of jealous? Because that's what I think of when people say they're the jealous type. It's like that's what I think. Like in what way are you jealous type?
I'm more like the. I feel like it honestly depends because you know a woman's intuition
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have
where
thoughts
it's
on
like
this,
you get
actually.
the vibe when you get the vibe off of like a woman and you know it's fishy.
Yeah.
But then like your significant other doesn't see it the same way as you do.
Where the other girl's like clearly trying to like
Yeah.
get with your
Yeah.
And
man.
she's like trying to get your attention. Like, oh my gosh, it pisses me off so much. Like when guys think like they're like, oh no,
Well, she's just
they're
nice.
just a homie. She's
Yeah.
just like that. Well, like no, like there's a woman's intuition, and I just say this. This is my first advice: is always a woman's intuition is always right.
That's true.
So
Mhm.
whenever I feel some type of way about that person, then that's where I'm like, okay, now I'm jealous because now they're giving their time to that person because they don't see it the way I do.
Mm-hmm. But you
Yeah.
know what?
You
I
know?
feel like guys have
Like
that.
I'm the jealous type. That jealous type.
I think guys
Not
also.
like oh you're texting a girl.
Uh-huh. True,
No.
true, true. I think guys have that intuition for other guys too, right? That's why whenever you start
Yeah.
seeing someone, you always introduce that guy to your other guys to be like, hey, is this guy weird?
This guy.
Is this guy weird?
Yeah.
What did Mighty say? What y'all know about that Filipino rage? Oh, you don't want to step there.
Ooh, what's the Filipino
I-
rage?
People say Filipinos are toxic.
Oh,
really?
really?
They say Latinos
Yeah,
are
if
toxic
you-
too.
If you ever come through like a TikTok or a reel,
Uh-huh.
they talk about like the top toxic Asians.
Uh-huh.
And Vietnamese is up there, Cambodian and Filipinos.
Oh.
But I'm gonna be real with y'all. It really depends on who that person is and how they were raised.
True.
Because it really matters on like their mannerism and how they had like it really depends on like previous relationship because I feel like your relationships is always stacked based on your experience. So it's like don't believe that all Filipinos are toxic. We're softies too, okay?
true.
But we do get jealous.
Yeah.
Anyways. You were saying, Crumbs? You said you got something to add on?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if this is just me, okay? I don't know. I have different thoughts with like guys and female friends. Like if I met you,
Mm-hmm.
like yes, an intuition. So like if we're like together and then I'm like, "Oh, she's kind of like that's your friend, but like I can tell she likes you," kind of thing.
Mhm.
I would be
Mhm.
like that would put me off. But and I would say something, but also it's like after you guys start dating and then they make a new female friend, I wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
A new female friend, because why do you need a new one?
Mhm.
I don't know. Just that's just me.
Why do you need a new one, huh?
Why do you
Yeah.
need one? You need
Yeah,
a new
like-
one?
Like after if you guys are dating or like talk or like
Mhm.
yeah dating, because
Mhm.
talking is the talking stage, whatever, you know.
Mhm.
But if you make a new friend that's a girl
Mhm.
while we're talking,
caught
I wouldn't
me.
like that. That shit, I'd cut that shit off.
Mm.
Cause like, why do you need one?
Mhm.
No, that's valid.
so
Why do you need a
valid.
new
Yeah. Okay. I was like, maybe I'm crazy.
That's so bad. Like I'm so
Why you
many.
need a new one? I am the new one.
Yeah.
I'm your
You don't need
only
anyone
new
new
one
after me.
True.
Yeah.
basically.
I don't know, cause I'm like, why do you need that? Why do you need to communicate to another girl? I don't know.
You know what though?
But yeah, I wouldn't like that.
I think I don't think I think I am kind of jealous because remember, I think we talked about this like a long time ago, Lychee, is that I hate the concept of like work wives. Because
Oh my
why?
god.
I hate
Don't
that.
piss me off with that shit. Oh
So
my
in
god,
that
I'd get
sense,
so
I think I
angry.
No.
am.
Oh, she is passionate. That's so true. I think we have talked about
We
this.
have talked about it. I'm like,
I
I hate
oh,
that. I hate it. It bugs
Yeah.
me.
like I don't understand work wives and work
Husbands.
husbands, blah blah
Mm-hmm.
blah.
No.
Especially in the medical field, that
Mm-hmm.
shit's
Oh my
real, guys.
god.
Like I kid
Yeah.
you not. Like what you mean you got a wife and a husband at work?
Mm-hmm.
You got one
At
right
home.
at home.
Yeah.
Y'all are just coworkers, okay?
Yeah.
Period. But I feel like that's a different topic.
Yeah, that's a whole different
You know,
topic.
we'll
Anyway,
we'll
we'll circle back to that
we'll,
next
we'll
time.
yeah, we'll circle back on that one next time. Since we talked about jealousy and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, then I guess it's just right that we talk about our attachment
Yes,
style,
perfect segue.
right? Thank you. Actually,
Okay,
I'm gonna
so
get back to you, Millie, because you asked.
huh? Because
So,
what?
what are the different attachment styles?
Yes. Who's gonna take us through the attachment styles? I will do it.
You do it because
Mhm.
I actually don't know.
Let me pull it up. So attachment
Go for it.
styles. I think generally it's divided into 4 different sections. You have your secure attachment style, which is identified as warm and caring, trusting and forgiving, good boundaries, manage emotions well, responsive, honest, and open. And then you have your anxious attachment style, which is they have relationship insecurities, fear of abandonment, lack boundaries, mood fluctuation, highly sensitive, and over accommodating. Then you have your avoidant, fear of closeness, distant and withdrawn, avoid conflict, extreme independence, emotionally distant, unresponsive to partner, logical. And then you have your disorganized style, which is unable to self-regulate, find intimacy and trust difficult, tendency to dissociate, lack of empathy, wants closeness but fearful of others. Ooh. So that's
Mm.
just kind of like a general broad. There's like little like subcategories and whatnot, but I feel like that gets a little too complicated.
Yeah. So we'll just talk about like the 4.
Yeah, the general ones.
What would you say your attachment style would be?
To
Like,
become,
what are your probably 2?
I
Top
would
2.
say I know for sure I do notice I do have like avoidant tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
Usually if there's
Which
like
one?
Mm, there is like a fear of it's so complicated because it's like you want closeness but you also don't want closeness at the same time. It's weird. I can't even explain it properly without sounding crazy because I know it sounds crazy. But it's like where you're like, "Oh, I want to be in a relationship. I want to be close to somebody," but then when that moment comes and you feel like you're being starting to get close to someone, you're like, oh no, I need an escape. So I always do kind of look for escape routes just in case,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And so
Keeping that wall up.
I can't fully like commit to anybody or like be full 100% like all in on anything because I'm like, well, if I need to leave, I need to leave. Um, and then usually if there's like something I don't like, instead of just being like, let's talk about it, let's work on this, it's like, no, that's you and I didn't really like that, so I'm not gonna like, I'm out. Instead of trying to like, let's talk about it, I was just like, it's too much. So I think I'm avoidant a little bit.
See.
Dodo says I was anxiously attached, then I didn't avoid it, and now I'm avoidant. Vibe. I feel you. It's like you crave intimacy, and then they get too close, and then you leave because it feels unsafe. Yes, yes, because you're like, this is gonna go bad any second, and it's kind of weird, but I think we'll talk about this a little bit later too. But like, have you ever thought this thought where it's like you s- you say you love me,
Hi,
but
Ellie. Sorry.
well, I forget.
Oh no,
I forget
go.
what the saying was. You say you know me, but you don't. You say you love me, but you won't.
You won't.
Yeah, like when you find out, like, okay, this is who I. If I'm like 100%, kind of circling back to like your definition of love of being like completely yourself.
Hmm.
There is like a little bit of that. Like if I'm 100% myself, what if they don't love me? So then you just kind of like, you don't let yourself be yourself 100%. I don't know.
I get that, yeah.
I think I'm avoidant. That's my answer. Next, Crappy.
I am more anxious attached.
Mm-hmm.
I love to pour into someone
Mm-hmm.
to the point where I can lose myself at times. um, so learning how to balance that is kind of hard. I've been honestly finding that out
Mm-hmm.
has helped so much in like figuring out like how to like work on myself too.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
But maybe we'll talk about that soon.
Yeah.
Let me keep it in the anxious
Yeah.
attached. But
Okay. Anxious.
yeah, I guess I love pouring into someone. I just love showing that I like want to be with them, want to spend
Mm-hmm.
time with them, like reassuring them, um, like letting them know that I'm here for them, and which can trigger some other people sometimes. But it's just me. Like I
Mm-hmm.
just want you to know that I'm here. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mhm.
you don't have to be scared and stuff like that. So I guess that's me. I just love I just love being there for the person that I love, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
Type
answer.
Type shit.
Lychee.
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh. No, you're good.
It's stuck in my head.
Type shit.
Yeah. It's part of my
Um.
vocabulary now.
Oh no.
It's okay.
Let's see. What?
Hi, I'm back. Goodbye. Goodbye, pals.
Goodbye.
Hi,
For
Allie. Are you still
me,
here?
I feel like I'm like. I feel like I'm I feel like I'm anxious attached, but it
Okay.
can also be secure.
Okay.
Like
Mm-hmm.
there's different parts of like secure where I'm like, oh yeah, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also like the little parts of anxious attached, I guess. Um, because you know how anxious attachment is more like people with um the fear of like rejection, people with lower self-esteem and abandonment and stuff like that. Um, for me, it's more so like how do I explain this? It's the communication part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to communicate directly how you feel, like instantly, is like the hardest part for me because I'm anxious about the result in what I say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that part, I'm like anxious attachment, but then I also have like the secure attachment where I can communicate my upsetness
Mm-hmm.
directly, but I can't communicate the reason why. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
What do you mean you can't communicate? Like you say, hey,
Like
I'm
I can
upset,
say,
but
"Oh
I
no,
can't
I'm
tell you
upset,"
why.
but I
Uh huh.
can't. I can't. For some reason, I have a hard time saying the reason why because
Hmm.
the anxious part of me is like, well, let me think about why I am upset with you, or if it's a reasonable reason for me to tell you.
Mm.
Does that make sense? Because when you're upset with someone, I feel like you have the reason, but is it like reasonable enough to be upset,
Oh, I see. I see what
to
you mean.
confront
Yeah.
the
Mm-hmm.
person? Does that?
Yeah. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Interesting.
I
I don't.
Mhm.
also agree
Mhm.
with that. Like the like anxious like I love communication, but I
Mhm.
get anxious communicating too because I
Mhm.
feel like it's just going to get dismissed.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's just
Yes.
going to be like, "Oh, you're overthinking it." Like
Yes.
I'll get in my own head and be like, why do you need that reassurance?" But then I'm like, that's what makes me feel good, but then I'm like I shouldn't communicate that, but then I'm like I need to communicate it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yes.
I
So,
don't know.
uh, what did you just say previously before that?
Fearing,
You said
I fear the rejection of my communication.
yes. That's what I fear a lot.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because I'm just a highly emotional person,
Me
and I'm just
too.
sensitive and anxious. Well, I guess I'm more of an anxious attachment at this point because I'm like the type to feel like, oh, I need reassurance, and
Mhm.
I'm just like I'm clingy, but
Yeah,
I'm not too clingy. I don't know.
yeah,
But yeah, what you said earlier, like just being afraid of your getting shut down
yeah.
before you can say anything.
Just getting dismissed.
Yeah, being dismissed. Oh my gosh, I hate that. I that was something in my previous relationship made me very insecure about anything I say.
Yeah.
Because anything I said to them in terms of upsetness and annoyed and sadness, telling them it was like, "Oh, you're overthinking it."
Like the hypervigilance of it.
Yeah. And
Just
I'm
like
like,
monitoring your
"Oh."
partner, like, oh, should I not?
Mm.
Will they
And they're
withdraw?
mhm. And they're like, well, you're it's like, well, you're overthinking it. Like that's not like, oh, don't be thinking about that. But it's like, how can you tell me not to think about that when I'm thinking it?
Yeah.
So
I'm already thinking it.
like I'm already thinking it. So every time that's why I have to work on communication. It's like the number one thing because I want to be able to communicate and be open to my current relationship and being open to saying whatever I feel at that moment, but not be like pushed to say it. Like say it in my terms,
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah.
I think though avoidance and anxious, like it stems, the fear is the same, right? So all the fears that you're saying as an avoidant person, I also feel those things, but like the response to it is different. Like whereas you guys are like, let me keep asking you, are you okay? Are you okay? What do you need? I think my response is, okay, well, you don't look like you're happy right now. Or you're upset with me? Okay, then leave then. Okay, I'll leave then. Like that's like that's like the
Yeah, that's
different response. You know, it's
Yeah.
the same. It's the same fear of rejection, fear of being dismissed, but it's like I'm gonna. You can't reject
Like,
me.
you'd rather
I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Like that kind of thing.
like
You
you'd
can't
rather
fire me.
withdraw-
I quit.
withdraw
mentality.
first.
You're that
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
Really is a
Is
scary.
it like an ego thing?
Huh?
Is it like ego or like what do you mean?
No, I think it's more of like, it's pretty much the same thing, right? Like you feel the same kind of like, oh, I'm gonna be rejected, or they're mad at me, or whatever the fear that we all fear and feel in relationships. But instead of, if as an anxious person your response is, okay, well, let's talk about it. Let me call you. Let me text you. Let's talk. Like, please, like, and they cling and they pull in closer. As an avoidant, you're like, okay, fine, then let's call. It was a good run. It is what it is, I guess. Fine, bye. Because that's easier.
What?
It's easier that way. Is that like crazy?
Damn.
Damn,
That's fucking
What do you
harsh.
mean?
Wait,
What do you
that's
mean?
hard. Okay, let's
Yeah,
draw
because-
up a
So
plot.
wait, no,
Let me
Dodo
draw
Dodo
up a
says I
plot
feel
for you.
that so much. I think she's tough. Yeah, so they can't reject you. Yeah, because you're like, well, it feels kind of like,
So you would rather not fix it though than
okay,
why
like
wouldn't
give
you
me
wanna
let's
fix it with the person?
Okay.
Let's do a
Let
scenario.
me give you a plot. Okay.
Okay.
Like Millie, you're my person, right?
Okay.
And
You're a
so
toxic
we're
person.
having.
I am. I think I low key am.
That can be borderline be toxic.
Yeah,
But
because
it really, like what Dodo was saying, is like it's more like to protect yourself from
Right.
getting hurt.
Right, which is the same
Even
thing.
more. Like
Yeah.
why drag it even more when you could just cut it? Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of like your
Yeah.
style. And
Mm.
so let's just say like we're having an argument about what's a good argument? Like
my labubus.
oh like you're mad at me because I'm spending too much money on Labubus and
Okay.
I have this built up like like thing where you don't understand my love for these labubus and you're coming at me and all telling me all the reasons and I'm
Mhm.
like, but you don't understand these things make me
Mhm.
happy. And it's like and you can't understand it. Is that a
Yeah.
good one?
No, I feel like that's like a difference in like hobbies. I
Hobbies?
feel like okay,
Okay.
let me give you an
Guys, give us
example.
a yeah.
Okay, like remember I told you about the text thing, right? That kind of like
The
okay.
texting.
Oh,
So
like
the guy, yeah,
responding.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the
yeah.
guy was like,
Oh.
"Hey, like just saying like good morning or whatever, like hi, how are you doing today?" And I was just like, "It's the same thing I do. Like what you ask me every weekend." See, I know
Mhm.
that's not I know I sound really toxic, but then
Wait, wait.
it's like okay, okay, hold on. Let me think of a better one. So like you
Wait,
know when you have
someone give us a
yeah,
thought.
I think everyone villainizes avoidance
Oh, for
attachment, but
oh.
honestly,
Everyone
it
said,
does. It
damn.
does, Dodo. Like I feel like everyone, anytime you see any kind of like TikTok content about like attachment styles, they go, oh, avoidant. Don't even,
He's just
don't even waste your
checking
time.
in on you, Millie.
Huh? What?
He's just checking in on you, Millie. That's the
I
first
know
sign.
it is, and it really is. He just like wants to talk, and I'm just like, I don't like. And then he said, I like, Loki kind of upset that you know you took so long to respond. I responded like later that evening, but then
Mhm.
to me, I was like, okay, I feel like I'm getting smothered. Like I can't do this, like that kind of thing.
Harry says, if I was in the guy's shoes and I'm checking in on my girl and she gets mad at me,
I
I'll
don't
be
get mad.
sad.
I don't get mad. I just
Lucy's
go.
like,
I just
bro, Millie has already broken up with you 4 times. Oh
no,
shit.
no, no, no. I don't think I get mad. Like I don't say that that's like the reason. I just that just in that relationship, it was the trigger that made me
Leave.
be like, "Oh,
What
I don't like
triggered though?
this." Like that triggered my starting to walk towards the exit. That was like my first step towards the
Mm.
exit. Cuz I was like,
When he
"Oh,
asked you every single day what you were up to?
just no, it was just the constant
Like,
like I felt like why do I have to tell you everything that I do? Why?" And this kind of goes back to like that like the hyper
Cause
independence, right? Where it's like, "Why do you need to
yeah,
know
they're talking.
what I did? Why?" And if I
Mm.
don't want to answer you, then I should be able to not answer you if I don't want to, like that kind of thing. I don't know. It's like you feel an obligation to reply to them or keep them happy when it's like, can you just let me live? Yeah. Like sometimes, okay, I think of this scenario in my head. You know how like when you're with some, like you're in a relationship and that person, and you guys are away from each other, and he says, "Oh, I miss you," and then you don't respond because like right now I'm doing something. It's
Mhm.
I'm busy.
uh-huh.
I don't miss you right now because I'm doing something. So I don't feel like I should have to tell you, "Oh, I miss you too."
Dang, Millie's love is hard.
That's crazy.
Her
Is
love
that
style
that's
is hard, but you know, it's like
Yeah.
it,
I'll
like
tell you
what
I
we said
miss you
earlier.
when I miss you, but
Like
right now
love
I
is,
don't miss you because I'm
it kind of
busy.
goes back to how you
Mhm.
mentioned how love is.
Mhm.
Maybe it's because
Mhm.
you haven't found that person that you
Maybe.
want to, that you
That's what
you
people
are
tell me is like you
wholeheartedly in love with.
that's
Because when you explain
yeah.
love, you explain uh having that person
Mhm.
and uh throwing them everything and giving your love to them
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
in multiple ways
Mhm.
and you're just a cold-hearted
I know.
girl.
I am kind of
But
Yeah.
you
cold.
know, it's those girls just have yet to find like that
Not only that,
I
but I feel like
person.
it's hard for guys to I guess girls too. I mean as people always say like, "Oh, avoidance, like don't waste your time on avoidance." But it's hard for other people, but it's also hard for the avoidant person. Dodo
I
gets
guess
it. Dodo gets it.
Hmm.
It's fine if
I
they're uh huh.
I guess I can see that, yeah, cuz like I've talked to guys before
Mhm.
where like I'll get the ick right away.
Mhm.
So I'll just like I'm like okay, that's done with.
Mhm.
But with the last person that I was like talking to, um like I became anxious and then just like I wasn't really looking for anything
Mhm.
and then everything just happened and then like I switched. I don't know. So I think it does depend on the person
I
because
think
like you're
so.
willing to do everything and like you're willing to like talk and like ask them what are you doing, like hanging out, or like you'll answer like you'll want to answer, you know?
Yeah,
You
that's
like
what
want
people
to talk to that
people
person, you know?
told me. They're like, I don't think you like really like that person that much because then you wouldn't feel that way. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably that for sure cuz I've talked to guys before and I'm like, not
I
thank
think it's
you.
also maybe because like when you talk, when the person is talking to you, you want more of a more impactful
conversation.
quality
Yeah,
conversation
like don't
instead of
send
like how was your day. But I feel like when
don't
you do
send me.
meet that person that you do want to talk to, you will be curious about what they're
But
gonna be
like
doing
also,
or
I
what
also
they're they
don't like
doing
it
for
when
the
they're
day.
like they send me smiley face. I'm like I'm not responding to that. There's nothing to like. You didn't ask me any. There's like no
Oh, they just
passing
sent you
of
like a smiley
information.
face.
Yeah, or like if they send you like an emoji or something, it's like okay. I
Yeah.
feel like I
Oh,
don't.
okay. Well, yeah,
Uh-huh.
that would make sense. But for me,
Or a
it's like
heart. You're like
yeah, like for me, I do enjoy the idea of like my other half checking in on me, asking me
Yeah,
how was my day.
same.
I love when Hoyan calls or asks me how was your sleep every single morning. To
Yeah,
me, it's
same.
like it's so important because he knows how much like we both struggle with sleep and
mm-hmm.
like knowing how your other partner is doing and just asking like, "Oh, how was your sleep? Was it good? Was it
Yeah.
like were you able to sleep last night? Did you have a
Like
hard
keep the
time?"
conversation going too
Like,
and stuff.
yeah, it's because they're just genuinely uh curious about you and wanting to know you. It's
Yeah.
affirmation. Yeah. It's basically affirmation, which is probably why affirmation is
This
like in your
too
lowest lowest
I'm reading the
list.
comments.
I think this podcast is too toxic for me. That's crazy. Anyways, talking about toxicity, guys. Our next segue is our green and red flags.
Yeah.
So let's give like 3 greens and 3 reds.
Wait, hold on.
Okay,
Can we
I have
go
to
back?
think
so
of a
It's
good
fine.
everyone,
one.
Wait, let me just go
okay,
back and
let's
read.
say
Let me
let's
read Dodo's comment. It says it's fine if
yeah.
they're like, "I missed you," and they don't take it personal when I don't reply right away. Like when I miss you, I'll say it. Yes, I think it comes back to how love is understanding who the other person is. True. Like, would you if do you guys get hurt if you send your person like, "I miss you," and then they don't say anything because they're
No,
doing something and so they don't miss
I
you right now?
Oh,
oh
like
I
right
don't
away
get
or like what
hurt.
do you mean?
Well, they just like would you be hurt if they didn't
Depends.
respond?
I guess it depends. If like they're like not thinking about me during their day, like oh dang you yeah you didn't miss me. But that's also because it's my personality, right? Like
Mhm.
I. I'm like a big romance girl, and words of affirmation reassures me.
Mhm.
Like it really
Mhm.
depends on the person, and it depends on
Mm.
you. Like if you find that as like a way of like, oh, he didn't say I miss you. Well,
Mhm.
he wasn't thinking about me. Blah blah
Yeah, that's
blah.
Mhm.
okay
It
though.
really depends. Cause for me, when I say like it's very corny and cheesy, but when I say I miss you, like Hoyan will say like, "Oh, I miss you." Like every single
More.
moment because he's always constant. We're constantly thinking about each other because we're long distance.
Mhm.
It's like I
Type
miss you
shit,
every day.
okay?
Yeah. So, so yeah, I don't care if he doesn't say it back to me because I know he does.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they have to say it back
Mhm.
either.
Mhm.
Um
Mhm.
I would like a response though. Like don't just
Stress.
leave me hanging, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Oh well,
like
yeah.
you could just be
Oh,
like
me
how are
too.
you or something or like
Mhm.
even an emoji or like I
Mhm.
don't know or like and then I could ask you something else or
Yeah.
whatever. But I don't care if you like don't respond to me right away like 4 or 5 hours, but after that I'm like hello.
Mhm.
Like not 10 hours,
Hello.
bro. Like
Wait,
hello.
but then what if they're doing something that day?
Oh,
What if
that's
they're at
fine, but at least
work?
say good night, you know?
Yeah, 10 hours later, they'll say good night. Going to bed
Like
now.
as long as you're like I like updates.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
I
like
like to know
updates.
you're alive and you're
Yeah.
thinking
Mm.
about me.
Like I do need that
I don't have to be
communication
your
every
priority.
day. It doesn't have to
Mhm.
be like spam text or anything or
Right.
like that or
Yeah.
stuff like that, but I would just like to know like you're okay every day or
Yeah.
like like a good night. Like at least you thought of me, you know?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like not just the whole day like go a week and then you're like,
Yo, what's up?
"Oh, hello." Like no. No, 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 no. What do you mean?
Yeah. Or like sometimes I just want to be alone. Honestly, that's valid too
Mhm.
because sometimes I just sit
Just
in my
need.
car and not
Yeah.
talk and
Yeah.
I just sit there in silence.
Yeah.
But honestly, like I said, it really depends because if your day was
Mhm.
really shitty and that
Mhm.
comes from somebody who works in the healthcare field, if my day is shitty, it's like I
You
want
don't
someone to
have.
kiss me
Oh, really?
because
I'm
like
the opposite.
I'm taking care of people every single day. I want to be cared to,
Yeah. But
you
for
know?
me,
Like that's just me like
yeah.
mentally, right?
I think for me, if I have a long day, I'm like, I don't want to talk. Don't talk to me. Nobody talk to me. Just let me
Go through your
go through
routine.
it. Yeah, let me go
Mhm.
through it by myself, and then when I'm ready to like be normal again, I'll come and say hi, or I'll come and talk and be social again. But
Mm-hmm.
after a long day, it's like, don't ask me how
Mhm.
my day was. Don't ask
And I
me
think
what I did. Uh huh.
that's valid, but as long as you communicate that with the other person, um, and you're just like, oh hey, like I don't feel like talking right
Mhm.
now, and then like the other
Mm-hmm.
person is like, as your partner, they're like
Understandable.
willing to be
Mhm.
like, oh
Okay, I'll
that's
give you
totally fine,
space.
like we can talk like the next day or whatever. I
Mhm.
hope you have like a good day and stuff. Like that's where like that partner comes in, and
Mhm.
it's like yeah, no worries. Like I will give you your space, but
Mhm.
we still need to communicate as
Mhm.
to grow with each other. So
Mm-hmm.
I would still need to like talk to you the next day. It's not
Mhm.
just like I'll just come back whenever I want, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You have to give that person like I know this sucks, but a time frame. It's not
Yeah.
just like you can't just like pop in here and there kind of thing.
Right.
Because if you think about it and like vice versa, they took time out of their day to ask you
Yeah.
or try
Mhm.
to talk to you or make the effort to reach out to you, but then like you're also not giving it back, right? So that's
Yeah.
like something that people might see it on the other side or maybe
Mhm.
like for you you don't see it that way. That's how it's being seen on
Mhm.
probably on that side,
Right.
right? So
Mhm.
it really just depends on the person
Mhm.
and
It's kind of like a respect thing too, I would
mm-hmm,
say.
yeah.
This is so real. I crashed out last year because I ignored my social battery for so long. Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah. Sometimes you just don't want to be social.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Talking about
sometimes
social
I just
battery.
want to be here.
Well, we're gonna
Yeah.
talk about our not today. Our I think we should do a thing where we talk about our MBTIs.
Yes.
What is that?
Oh, like
It's our
you ever
personality.
yeah,
Oh.
the Myers
Oh wait,
Briggs.
I've taken that before.
What are
Yes.
you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember,
Oh,
but I
okay,
had to
okay,
take
okay.
it for
Yeah,
a class,
yeah,
I'm pretty
take it.
sure.
Yeah, take it. We'll talk about it next time.
Okay.
All right. Oh, Stir
Sweet.
agrees with you. Cramps.
Me? What did I
Mhm.
say? Say what did-
Probably communicating like, "Hey, I need time, I need space," or whatever it is. But imagine,
Mhm.
let me ask you, as somebody who we're kind of like opposite in attachment styles for both of you guys.
Mhm.
If you guys were in like if you guys were married, right?
Mhm.
And your partner was like, "Hey, I need time. I need like a week alone." Like, could you guys handle that?
Like if we're
And you guys are
married,
married. You guys are living
what was
in the
the
same
reason for
house.
wanting the
Yeah,
space?
it has to
It has
depend.
nothing to do with you. It's just they just feel like I just need some
They want to be
time.
alone.
Yeah. Just like
Um,
What
just
kind of
I
alone time? Like this is where my craziness and
uh-huh.
jealousiness is gonna come out,
But you're not
right?
jealous.
No, no, I'm
Uh-huh.
saying that my jealousy will
Uh-huh.
activate because like what are you gonna do for that week?
mhm.
Well,
What kind of
we're
space
gonna
are you looking for?
we're
Like you
still
trying to
gonna
go to
come to the
Vegas,
house.
that kind of
No, no,
space?
no, no, no. Still same thing.
Damn.
Still going home. Still going home after work, okay? It's just
Uh-huh.
like that's it. Like
Like
I
keep
just
it minimal
wanna
contact.
yeah, like I don't I'll have dinner in my own room. Like that.
Yeah, sure. Go in your crave room.
Yeah, a week.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
need a week.
yeah. Okay, I thought you meant like they would leave for a week.
Yeah,
No,
Oh,
no,
like I was
no.
gonna be
okay.
like, where are you gonna go? You're gonna go on vacation? Like you gonna go to
Mhm.
Vegas?
No.
Okay, let's. How about you take that corner of that hotel room?
Uh-huh.
I'll take the other corner. There's your space.
No,
Like
no,
I'd be
no.
like, that's crazy.
They
But
just
like
I
stay
honestly,
in
yeah,
and then they'll come to bed at night, but like
yeah,
Mhm.
after
that's
work
fine.
just go in
I
my
don't care.
little office area and just kind of just
Yeah,
read
and
and
be
like
in
in that room by myself.
decompress on
Mhm.
their own. Like
Mhm.
I am a
Mhm.
huge like you should have your own space room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
would
I would,
say. Oh
mhm.
wait, no, go,
So
go, go. You go.
valid.
Keep
Sorry,
going.
I was just
Like
reading
we
what
can't.
Dodo says. Like,
Wait,
I'm
wait.
such a supporter of separate bedrooms to even when married. And honestly, like I've been seeing that a lot.
Nerve says 1 week alone. That's wild.
I remember chat. We listen
I'm a
and we
supporter of
talk
separate
to
bedrooms
it.
too. Yeah, like like just your own like little
Mhm.
area.
I've seen that too. Like, boyfriends and girlfriends who move in together
Mm-hmm.
and they have separate rooms.
Or they have a
Mhm.
So
different
you could
office or
either
something.
sleep over at their room, but then they also have their own
Ooh, I kind
space.
of like that. I kind of like that.
Because some girls like to decorate some ways.
Mm-hmm.
Some guys just want to keep it plain and simple.
Yeah. What if he
Like,
snores?
yeah. Like I've seen married people have that too, where they have separate rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Like I don't think it has to be to the extent of like having separate bedrooms, but just having like a
That
reading
separate
nook.
space,
Yeah,
an office.
an office.
Mhm.
Little thing.
Yeah.
I think for me, I think it would totally be fine. Like, I'm also like a supporter if you need
Mhm.
like your own space. I think if that happened, I would also be like, okay, um, I wouldn't think too much into it. I'd probably like start. I probably would think about it a little bit too much,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
then that would force me to be like, okay, let me go do stuff for me too,
Mhm.
while they need to
Mhm.
do stuff for themselves, and then later on in like maybe they decompress even more
Mhm.
with like me going and doing my own thing. Um, but I think I would be supportive to like our own space. Like, yeah, you do you, I'll do
Uh-huh.
me. But I would also like the communication at the end of that week
Yeah.
and be like,
Yeah.
This is
so
what
what was
happened.
like,
Yeah.
so what was like
Yeah.
the problem? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I would like,
It's also
yeah,
all because like that's where compromising in a relationship comes into
Mhm.
because you have to be able to understand like okay like if Millie and I were both completely different in terms of like
Mhm.
attachment and personality, right?
Mhm.
So if she's saying like she needs a week off from me and I'm like, oh, but my anxiousness is coming out like did
Mhm.
I do something?
Uh-huh.
Was it
Why?
me?
Yeah.
Like, oh, but then if you tell me the reason, like, oh, it's just like I just need my alone time, blah, blah, blah. Sure,
yeah,
I can compromise and give you that week. But
Mm.
it's also on your part to respect how I feel as a
Mhm.
person because if I'm important and significant to you, like,
Mhm.
you should tell me I
Understand that
should
you
have,
need that. Like you
you
need that
should give
communication.
me
Yeah.
that back. Like, the updates and
Mhm.
everything. But to
yeah,
me personally, I'd be like, a week is too long. Like, give me like me. No, I kid you not. I
Uh-huh.
think it would drive
That's
me
why. That's
crazy
why I asked a week
because
because when you're
you
married,
you you
a
gotta
week
ask
apart
your
is a
partner.
long time.
Yeah,
yeah,
you gotta at least tell them like how you feel and stuff like that. Because
Mhm.
like for me, it's like if my partner did that to me, all of a sudden I'd feel like, damn, was it my
Hunter, I'm not
fault?
speaking Spanish
Am
for
I the
10 minutes.
problem?
Mhm.
What? Oh yeah, yeah. It was like, is it my problem? Like, am
Mhm.
I?
Did I do it? And
Did I do it?
sometimes,
Am I the
even if it
cause for
is,
this space? Right?
even if it is though,
I
even if it
can't.
is, like
I gave you your points back.
it's like I would rather just kind of deal with it myself because you know how you would worry, is it me? I would be in my room being like, I think I'm being too extra. I'm being too like avoidant. Like
Oh, like you're
I'm
being the
I'm
problem.
also I'm also trying to comfort myself and saying, hey, like you're being a little too much, and I'm working through that too. You know what I mean?
Mm, yeah.
So it's
I
like
think. Wait,
I
go
feel
on,
like
sorry.
we have a lot of I think Stir's anxious because he's agreeing with you guys a lot.
Well, yeah, because he
Miley
said
says
like, oh, if my girlfriend was being mean to me,
I would
I'm gonna be
cry.
sad. Yeah,
Miley
like
says
he's an emotional person.
yeah.
I feel you.
Miley says I'd be wondering what's going on, but if they don't want to
Mhm.
talk about it, I'll leave it.
Like I'll
It's
let it
fine.
be,
A
but
little
I'm gonna give you
reason.
like a
Mhm.
timeline and an expiration
Yeah.
date
Mhm.
because it's not fair that you leave me hanging. I
Yeah.
gave you what you want,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
then
After
like
the
if
week.
you leave me hanging, like
Uh huh.
holy moly, what are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I think I agree with that. I also this might be too much, I don't know, cuz like with
Mhm.
avoidance, I know it's like you don't want to share too much, right?
Mhm.
But I like when I like that you would tell me, "Oh, like it's not you. I just need time for myself." And then that way that eases me and I know.
But sometimes
And
it
then
is you. I'm just trying to recover from that and like get myself straight, even though it was you. You know what I mean?
yeah, and that's where communication needs to come in.
Yeah. But I wouldn't tell you
even if
it was you though.
mhm.
You know what I mean?
And I think that's where it's like we're adults,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like
We're
tot-
adults.
it's totally fine if like
Mhm.
you need space from me.
Mhm.
Like as we are, if we were partners,
Mm-hmm.
I would respect you
See,
in
I
that.
feel like people say that, but I have yet to see that in actuality. I think for me, it stems a lot from the fact that my mom was really like, call. If I don't answer the phone, it's calling 20 times, 20 missed calls. Where are you? Where are you? Like that kind of thing. So to me,
Mhm.
that's like, it goes
Your
beyond
red
like,
flag.
yeah, yeah. It's like, it's not like a relationship thing. It stems from something before that.
Mhm.
Um,
And you
so,
just
and
find it annoying.
I've never, if I said, Mom, I just need to be in my room, like, just like, oh, like, give me space. She will come into the room and be like, no, you, and then
Oh my
she'll like
God.
demand that we talk about it right now. So then to me, that's like, I'm
Agreed.
drowning. I'm
Yeah.
drowning. So then if I
Yeah.
see any little sign of that from like a partner, I'm like, I'm out. I can't, I already have one person in my life who's like that. I cannot have another person like that.
That's me.
Mhm.
Oh my god. Okay, yes. Okay. I could see it in that way because
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
remember, like my previous relationship was like
Mhm.
that, where it was like I was constantly being pushed to
Mhm.
tell them what was wrong.
Right.
And it was like
Wait, but
I was like
uh-huh.
just like calm down, like
Mhm.
let me be in my own space because I'm the type that like needs to process, like what Dodo
Mhm.
said, I need to
Mhm.
process my emotions
Yes.
and think about what is going on in my head. Is it me or is it them? So I do
Mhm.
need that extra space because
Mhm.
I'm gonna be real, like that's how my previous relationship did end, is
Mhm.
when I literally gave myself a week away from them to
Mhm.
really process like what was going on because
Mhm.
like when the other person already knew that I was not being the same person
Mhm.
as I was in the relationship, like you can kind of tell like my mood
Yeah.
and the way I talk is like it switches quick because I'm just that type of person. Like I wear my face like up front,
Uh-huh.
and then I wear my
I wear
like
my face up front.
I put my heart on my sleeve
Uh-huh.
kind of thing. Like
But you
you
put
can
your
see
face
it
on the
in my
front.
face. You can see it by the way I act and by the way
Mhm.
you see me and how I talk,
Yeah.
how I text too.
Yeah.
So when I was being constantly pushed, like, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Mhm.
What's wrong? You can tell me,
Tell
blah,
me.
blah, blah,
Uh-huh.
blah, 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 this. It was like that. It was like a banging on
Uh-huh.
my head where it
Mhm.
was like, I just can't tell you right now because
Uh-huh.
I
Oh.
have yet to process the situation myself,
Mhm.
Mhm.
until I gave myself that week. And it was like, okay, it's also me, but it's also them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just called it quits there.
It's so interesting that you had that experience and still you're not avoidant still.
Yeah. I told you, that's why I'm like, it depends on the situation.
That's true.
It really does because it's also like when we talked about it's also relationship, like the environment of your relationship,
Mhm.
right? Your attachment style changes, but I also believe that it's because you're trying to adapt in a way for your partner.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Because when you become a relationship, you become like one, not one person, but you become like this one style
Mhm.
because you're starting to learn and intertwine
Like
I
yeah,
your styles and
lives.
personalities
Yeah.
in life, and you're a, yeah, like a team, so you're starting to understand each other,
Mhm.
and then you start to kind of see yourself in that person.
Mhm.
Mhm.
He
That's
says,
why they always say like when you're married you become one person.
yeah, that's so true. You
Yeah,
become
you
similar.
become one.
Mighty
Yeah.
says, as long as it's not, I think we need a break. Nah, fam.
Oh yeah, oh god, I need a
Real
break.
Millie. I'd be scared if she said, I need a break. It's not me, it's you. Like, bro, you dead. Yeah, I think it's maybe Dodo, is your mom like that too? Suffocating. Hey, I'm seeing a trend here. I'm seeing a trend.
I think that's where
Yeah.
communication is so
Yeah.
important to me too. Because even with me, I would always
Mhm.
also be like, I'd feel overbearing, and then
Mhm.
I'd ask like, oh, if it's like too much, like please let me know and stuff like
Mhm.
that. But then they would say no, it's fine.
Mhm.
But then I wouldn't feel like it was fine, you know?
Mhm.
Because like you can tell by tone sometimes,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, So I
Okay.
think it's sometimes hard, you know?
It is.
Cuz it's like I know people get scared of like hurting other people's feelings at times, but I do like the honesty.
Mm.
Cuz I that's why I'm asking, you know?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
It's like don't be scared of hurting my feelings. I'd rather know than not know.
Mm-hmm.
I would
Okay.
freaking hurt my side.
All right. I think we've been toxic
Red
enough. Is there
flags,
another? Oh, get a
No,
room?
that's it for me. Let's talk about your green and red flags.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like we talked about so many reds.
Yeah. Yeah, because like if
Uh,
y'all face a problem, it's always y'all against that problem. Never y'all against. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. If there's a problem, it should be us versus the problem, not us against each other. That's so true.
mm-hmm.
Oh, here's your man's.
Oh, hello.
You don't blame each other anymore. You fight the problem. Yeah, that's like the goal, right? Where that's what.
Questions at the end.
Mhm. Yeah,
Hold
questions
your
at the end.
questions. Write it
What's your
somewhere.
Yeah,
question?
we have a schedule. We're trying to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Green flags.
Green flags. Hmm. I mean, it's so hard to name green flags because you have your basic.
Your top
They're a
three.
nice person. They're aside from that, we're talking about like very very specific green flags to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously being
Yeah.
a nice
Yeah.
person,
For
being
you.
yeah. Okay.
Yes. Not something general.
Mm.
I'm talking about like 3 green flags for yourself. For me, it's the 3 green flags is um this is so weird. My
Are you
three
blushing
green
just thinking about it?
flags is because I'm a big words of affirmation. My
Uh-huh.
green flags is being able to say,
Say
being
it.
able
That's
how
okay.
do I put it? I'm trying to put it in a way where it makes sense.
Okay.
Let me think real quick.
I can't think of any green flags. Crampy, do you know? Can you think of any?
Mm,
That's not like a generic like they're kind, they're not abusive,
I
like
don't know. Mine are just like I feel like did you say abusive?
because I don't know if this is
Yeah, they
my
beat me.
toxic
No,
thing.
just
It's
kidding.
like whenever I see a guy and I go, oh, like could I be in a relationship with that guy? The first thing I think of is, does it look like if he gets mad, is he gonna hit me? Is like one of the first things I think of.
Oh, I think about that too, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like I look at his size and I'd be like, if he got really upset and he like
Yeah.
hit me, am I dead? I think of that.
Green flags, tall, dark, and handsome. No, just
Right,
kidding.
right.
I don't know. I guess for me, a big one would be like maybe they're willing to be vulnerable with you.
Yeah.
That is a
Oh
good one.
yes. Being able to like be themselves.
Yeah. Like
We
and
listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we don't
I
judge.
I've learned that I do want
Yes.
someone that knows what they want kind of thing. So they're into you type
Mhm.
shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dodo thinks about
And
that
it's
too.
just
Let's go. Mhm.
and like you just feel good to be around them.
Yes. Oh, another thing.
Mhm.
This is my green flag.
Okay.
I chose my
Tell us.
green
Tell
flag
us.
is my green flag is a guy who is emotional
Mhm.
in like just an emotional person. Like
Okay.
not being afraid because every guy is like, oh, macho man guys don't cry, we don't have feelings.
Oh my gosh.
Like
I've
like
learned that guys are
I
even more emotional than girls. I've
like
learned that.
I love a guy who could be like emotionally open and
Mhm.
also emotionally supportive.
Yeah.
That's my biggest green flag is like they can admit that they're sad and they're very upset at the moment because some guys are just like they hide that you
Mhm.
know but I it's like something for me. It's like, oh my god, they're willing to be that open and be like sad and cry over little
Mhm.
things with me, and and it's like, oh, I want to be able to like I just want to comfort them. I'm
Mm.
emotionally open and sad.
Oh,
Yeah. I
those are good
think for
ones.
me also it's just like I always I always think about the future cuz I want kids, so I also take that and consider that like how they would treat my kids and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I start thinking. It's like me, yes, but also how are they going to treat
Family.
our future family
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's also that like vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, you know what I mean?
Yeah, those are good
Mm-hmm.
I
ones.
always
Mm-hmm.
just think of like the future ahead cuz yes, treat me nicely, but when we have kids, they're also like become the most important thing. Not
Yeah.
like smothering, you know what I mean, but like to the point where like they're able to feel like comfortable and like they
Mm-hmm.
can communicate and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, what Dodo said,
Mm-hmm.
green flag is upfront and honest and not
Oh
raising
yeah.
their voice. Yes,
Yeah.
I
Oh my
believe
god.
that. Oh my god, if they raise their voice at me, I am crying. Sorry, I'm just like
Yeah.
that sensitive. I guess it depends when they're what in. I'm not like if you're raising your voice, I'm gonna start yelling, boo,
Uh-huh.
But I mean,
Mhm.
like if they're saying something in, they're yelling at me
Mm-hmm.
to put their point across.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't need to be raising your voice
Mm-hmm.
at me to get
Mhm.
your
Right.
point. But that comes from like what Millie was saying. It ties in with like family dynamics and your environment. Is
Mm-hmm.
because I had lived in a very Filipino household where
Mm-hmm.
they're always constantly yelling at each other,
Mm-hmm.
like to get their point across.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh gosh, I hate that.
Yeah. And
Like,
and
can you just
and a lot
lower it?
and some people think that if they just say it louder, they're winning, which is not always the
Mhm.
case.
Or like they're being heard.
Yeah.
They're just pussies.
Great way to see
Just
it cramps is what Fuzz said.
yeah.
Like they'd be like
Dexter
yelling and
also my
lowering.
goat.
Wait, and a little bit awkward is a green flag, but not like Dexter serial killer awkward. Well, Dexter awkward? I feel like Dexter is not awkward.
I haven't seen that show in so long. Like they be yelling in lowercase.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He's definitely socially awkward. Yeah, probably then.
Dexter's awkward. He is. Wait, I'm trying to remember if he's awkward. I don't
Is
remember. Dexter's also my goat. Our goat.
he? Okay, Joe Goldberg is awkward.
I
Yes,
don't know who that
he's
is.
socially awkward, but he's also very good at being social.
Who's
Normal.
who's
Joe
Joe
is
Goldberg?
not. Isn't that his name from you? Or am I crazy?
Oh, Joe from You.
Don't talk about Joe like
You know what? Joe is awkward, but also charming enough to get the girls, right?
Okay, dude. Joe Mama. You guys are Dodo.
That's stupid. That looks stupid.
Mm,
Do you guys have any Dodo Stir Nerf Fa Mighty Coke? Do you guys have any green flags? What are your guys' green flags?
ooh. Other one is being able to respect your boundaries.
Oh
And
yeah,
my
that's a good
last one
one.
is being able to make decisions with me and not without
For
me.
you.
And for me. Yeah.
Oh, you like it for you?
Mm-mm.
Do you guys
No.
like it when you go to a restaurant and the guy's like, "I'll order
No.
for you"?
No, I want them to make the decision with me,
Mm.
not for me. Or I guess it would be cute depending. Like if
I'm
they're
like, oh my
like,
god, they
oh,
know me.
like I'm taking you out to dinner, like they made that decision
Mhm.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I'm very big on like guys who take initiative. Again, because
Mhm.
especially because my love language is like acts of service.
Yeah.
Like I need someone like I need actions. I need
Yes.
movement. I don't
I'm
know.
also
Mhm.
I don't care a lot about act of service, but I definitely have to say initiative is like a
Mhm.
big thing for me
Mhm.
because I came from a previous relationship where initiative was not taken
Mhm.
Oh,
um
I
part
like
of
that
and
too.
it just became in the back burner. And
Mm.
so that destroyed my feelings in that relationship.
Mhm.
So I do like a guy who could take initiative sometimes. But women, that don't mean you don't need
Mhm.
to be, sitting in the backseat kicking your back. Because sometimes your
Mhm.
man deserves
That
that
time too.
initiation.
I said
Yeah.
Moosey.
I agree with that. Because sometimes like, if I take initiative all the time, I feel like I'm the man. I'm like,
Like, I'm putting
I
the
just,
pants on.
like, I just want to be the fucking princess. You
But
know
like
what I
some
mean?
girls
Like,
do like to be like the mommies, right?
Yeah.
In relationships, they like being like the dummy
They like to
mommies.
like her
like
to be alpha.
alpha. What the fuck?
Um, Open boundaries. What are they saying? Yeah, she
I
has to
like
be
someone
funny,
who
good
is
at communication.
decisive when I am undecisive.
Oh yeah.
But if I say no and they push it, it'll make me angry.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I'd
These are
argue
going back.
goes.
Fuss says, I'm really good at
It's
communication because in my previous relationship, I was terrible at it. But I'm really good at it now, even talking about emotions. Oh, see?
oh,
That's good. You always get something from... You learn something, right? You always learn something.
Yes.
Once Nerf says, once you break my trust, it's very hard to gain it back. Yeah, that's valid. Preach. Initiative how?
Hold on.
Also, hello.
I'd argue it's gotta go both ways because always being the one to take initiative, it gets tiring and boring. Indeed, I agree. I always say that guys do like to be treated like princesses. Yeah. Like sometimes your man needs some loving and you gotta give
And that's
it
like
back.
totally fine.
Right?
Yeah.
But it has to be like 50-50.
It has to be like 50-50.
Like, I'll baby my
At
man.
this time,
hell
I like
yeah.
to defend... I'd like you to defend me like how you defended Millie, please. He's a good man, Your Honor. He ain't do nothing wrong.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, because Nerf wants someone to be alpha?
What the fuck?
I know someone who's alpha. But she ain't for you. She mine. Nah, he toxic.
Is Lex super alpha E?
Lex is Millie. Yes.
Oh.
Nah, I'm sick of being alpha. Lex does have
I'm
a
tired.
very alpha personality.
Oh.
But there's a point of extension because she's, like she said, she's sick of it, right?
Yeah.
That's because no guy is being able to stand up and
like
just beat her at it because she's just the ultimate girlfriend.
She knows what she
boyfriend
wants.
You want.
Yeah.
Period. Like, why can't I be the princess? Oh, you'll find.
You
someone
can be
who's
the
like, "You're my
princess."
So bad. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, why can't I just be the princess? Like, why can't
No,
I
you're
be
good.
babied?
Would you guys rather be with somebody that you love or someone who loves you, even though you don't love them as much?
You know, I
I'd
heard
like
this.
to be somebody who loves me.
Who loves you? Okay.
I heard this saying that the relationship always works when the guy loves the girl more.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I don't know if that's true, but maybe it is true
Yes.
because I was like, wait, he has to be more obsessed with you than you are with him.
Yes.
And I think girls are that we can learn to
Everyone
love.
is saying loves me.
Yeah, I think girls can learn to love a guy more than a guy can learn to love a girl that they don't
Love
like
a
as
girl.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Girls can learn to love. Guys just do or don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it
Yes.
is.
Yeah. And you'll be really
Probably
lucky
true.
when somebody you find
This
that
is real.
person that really loves you.
Loves me.
And sees
Loves
you.
me.
Yeah.
Someone who loves me. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting that the guys also say
know.
loves me. Because isn't a
Yeah.
guy, like, in nature, like, to be, like, the chaser?
Lately, no, I don't think so.
No. This generation, no.
No, the guys are the fucking princesses now. I swear to God.
And because the better a guy treats a girl, the more inclined she is to spoil him back. It's
True.
Yeah, I agree with
That's
that.
100%
Yeah,
true,
valid.
Dodo.
Yeah. It's also depending. I feel like this is like you just know if somebody is truly I don't want to say obsessed because that sounds very dark, but like somebody who's more
Into you.
in love with you and into you, like the other guy, like you could just tell. It's a two-way street. Happy wife,
Happy life. That's so true. That is true.
That is true.
Okay.
I don't know. It feels more. I think it feels more genuine. That's why.
Yeah. Okay. And where are we? What's next, Lychee?
Our do we talk about red flags?
Um, I don't
Oh,
know. We
I
did.
think we kind of talked
Yeah.
about it in a way.
Yeah. Well, I guess we could sum it up. I
Okay.
guess red flags I would say would be for me is somebody who's dismissive of my feelings, someone
Mhm.
who cheats,
Oh,
and someone
yeah,
Oh my
who
cheating. I'm
god.
a zero. I
uh-huh.
don't care if we're married with 3 kids.
Oh hell
Like
no, I'm
I,
walking
if
out.
Mhm.
I'm very zero tolerance when it comes to
Yes,
cheating.
0. And then
Yeah,
somebody
no.
who just withholds like affection and emotions.
Mm.
Those
Hmm.
are my red flags.
So an avoidant person.
Really?
As an avoidant person.
Millie, you and I can still be
I
friends.
I know, right?
I think so, but like I feel like okay, that's the thing with like avoidant. I know like avoidance and
Mhm.
fuck, I can't speak. Avoidance and anxious.
Mhm.
I feel like you're able to become secure as long as both of you are willing to work together
Yeah.
to get there. That's where it's like it can happen, but you just both have to put the work.
Yes.
You know what
Mhm.
I mean?
100%.
And that's where it's like that's where it becomes like that's where you guys grow together, become stronger together, like
Mhm.
understand each other. But it's hard
It
because you guys
is.
are at both different spectrums.
Mhm. On
Mhm.
the opposite
Uh,
ends.
and understanding each other's needs and becoming and going like being able to come in the middle with each other is hard. But
Yeah.
that's where you have to like communicate and like be like, okay, like you accommodate me, I accommodate you. I'm anxious, so like I deserve something from you, but in you, but in with your respect, I will also give you your time and your space
Mhm.
for you
Mhm.
to recharge again. You know what I mean? I don't know
Yes.
if that
Yes.
makes sense.
Yeah.
No,
Like
no, no. It definitely makes sense.
Lex said something really good. She said, "But I mean in the sense that you provide for me in a masculine way and I'll provide for you in a feminine way." It's like chef's kiss comment right there.
Mhm.
Stir
Mhm.
says, "I'll play devil's advocate here, but I feel like more girls now, days when you give them too much, they don't like it." Oh, girls nowadays.
Well, because it's called love bombing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's where you become like, "Oh, is this real?"
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is
kind of
this
thing.
really genuine? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like some girls are just very hesitant, and I guess it also comes with the way how they trust it
Mhm.
and how
Mhm.
they perceive it, because some people could find love bombing as
Mhm.
I'm throwing all of this at you. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. It's like
Mhm.
it feels pressuring
Yeah.
for some people. It feels not authentic
Yeah.
and not genuine when it's
Mhm.
being love bombed or when someone is being love bombed.
Mhm. Dodo says
Some people could love it.
it depends. Like if she likes you, she likes you. But if not, GG, go
GG,
next.
go next.
And her red flag is cigarette smokers and not knowing how to apologize or take account. Oh, that's a good one
Oh my
too.
Ooh,
god,
that's a
yeah.
good
Take
one.
accountability or
Not
apologize.
knowing how to apologize,
Yeah, or
guys.
take
Yeah.
accountability. Oh,
Take accountability is
Advice
a big one.
I agree. Too
that,
many
yeah.
vices are an ick to me.
I don't want to be around those lifestyle choices because I know I'll eventually
Succumb
succumb
to
to
it.
it.
Yeah, me too. They gotta be a good influence.
Yeah. Real.
True. 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 Yeah.
And I think it's so hard. Like, I don't know if you guys find it hard, but I feel like it's so hard with like social media nowadays too.
Mhm.
Like there's so much that you just see about like relationships, and then you're
It's
like,
like
oh well, maybe
bad.
this is me. This is what's
Mhm.
happening, or I should listen to this. I should listen to that. It's like it becomes so much that like you even become like, well, am I the problem? Am I not the problem? Do I work on this? Do I
Mhm.
talk to them? Do I fix it?
Mhm.
Is this the way to do it? Do I play the game? Do I not play? Like it becomes so
Yeah.
scary seeing like so many people's different opinions and like ways to be in a relationship that you just don't know anymore. For me, like I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
is it actually this hard? Kind of thing. Like I don't
Mhm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's I'm like, well, I don't agree with some of the things that people say, but then I'm like, this makes sense, but then at the same time I'm like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know. It becomes too much too.
Yeah.
I don't know why top
Period.
term 3 ways was automated. 3 ways. Oh, 3 ways because it's like 3 way. Still,
For
what the heck?
apologizing would be good enough to
Period,
hold a
yes, period.
JBL speaker with Fetty Wap
Mm.
playing be good enough. That's true. And love bombing is like sussy or doing too
Mhm.
much is like, are you gonna hold this over my head later on?
Mhm.
Like counting.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Taking tallies. There's
Yeah.
people like that.
I can't do it.
Mm.
Taking tallies is like what we're taking tallies.
Yeah.
I did this, so you
You
did
do
that.
this,
Oh, I
yeah.
spent this much, so you're gonna spend that much. Like, guys, that's
Oh, there's
that's
so
not the
much.
culture.
There's
It's very manipulative.
there's so
Yeah.
much to talk about when it comes to this topic, right? Because now I'm thinking like,
Yeah.
okay, 50-50. Well, thoughts.
Yes.
Like, there's so much to talk about.
Yeah. Oh my
And
god,
I
Lexi,
saw.
you're so period. She says the relationship becomes transactional.
Yeah.
Ooh, another one of mine is
Uh huh.
bare minimum.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, don't stay with someone who does not respect you
Mhm.
when it comes to love because respect is not earned.
Mhm.
I mean, respect is. Wait. Respect is. Yeah. Wait.
Is it earned or is it not earned?
It's earned. It should be like you have to earn it.
Uh huh.
I'm just gonna say bare minimum. Oh, I hate guys who does
Yeah.
the bare minimum. Like surface.
Mhm.
Who are you? If you're in love with me, I want you to go. You don't have to fly to the moon,
Mhm.
but like do something.
Mhm. Or like
Don't be lazy.
guys who don't have like goals or who are not like ambitious to me is kind of a turn
Yeah.
off for me. Like want to do something
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not just bare minimum in the relationship, but bare
in
minimum
life.
to their life.
Yeah.
Period.
It can become very
That's true.
manipulative very fast. True. The tallies, toxic. You have to push and pull. The chase is big. Relationship becomes transactional. Yep.
Yes.
I just
So-
want to be chased.
Gosh, like not being able to do doing the bare minimum in your own life is just like sure. If it
Mhm.
works for you, it works for you. But for me, it's like, oh
Mhm.
man, bare minimum. Like, I don't want that. You know,
Yeah.
I better see you working your ass off for yourself.
Mhm.
You know,
And I think that
Which-
translates a lot to in relationships too. Like when you are first meeting someone, you want someone who puts effort into themselves because you know they take care of the stuff that's important to them, you know, which eventually is
Yes.
going to be you and the family or whatever. But if you get someone who's like, I don't really take care of the things, or I don't really care, then they're like less attractive. Which, oh my god, that makes me think of another topic, but we'll do more of these.
We'll touch on
Yeah,
it.
next time, because there's just so much stuff that like it leads into so
What
many.
the
Like
bare
I'm telling you,
minimum.
love is so. I want the bare maximum.
Oh, maximum. I read it as minimum. I was like, why do you want the bare minimum? What?
I saw a TikTok that was just like, just because I don't require much doesn't mean I deserve the bare minimum.
Yeah.
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 Yes, I agree.
I think that's where it's like, I'm scared of like, it happens, but like a guy becoming too comfortable because you're doing
Yeah.
already so much for them. So they just become, oh, she's going to be there.
Uh-huh.
Like she'll do
She'll do
whatever.
Yeah,
it.
she'll always be
Yeah.
there. Like
Yeah.
comfortable. Oh, I
Like-
hate that so
like
much.
when they just, it just becomes stagnant and then they're just like, oh, well, I have her already. So like, I don't really need to do anything. That's where it's like also like,
Mhm.
well, I'm still here. Like I still want to be seen
Right.
type thing, you know?
It's kind of like that thing where I see where like, oh, I'm not that high maintenance,
Mm-hmm.
but I do deserve. You
Yeah.
know.
Maintenance.
Yes, like I'm definitely not like a high maintenance person.
Mhm.
Like give me like like words of affirmation. I'll be right there.
Mhm.
That's me. But then like for you to not like say anything, not do
Yeah.
anything,
Mhm.
bare minimum because you're too comfortable. You don't want to give me flowers. You
Mhm.
don't want to be there. You don't want to be on the call with me after work
Mhm.
Yeah.
and just listen and give me your ears. Like that's like the barest minimum. Like
Mhm.
just having your ears, letting me. You're not like, of course, as long as the person is not doing anything, then you don't have to be on the phone with me. But if you're
Mhm.
not doing anything, anyways, like, and I need your ears, like, I expect you to be there when I need you in a
Mhm.
way.
Yeah.
Exactly. When the relationship becomes comfortable and it literally plateaus and it sucks so bad because it feels like no one cares anymore. And that's why intentional dating is so
Mhm.
important.
True, true,
Yeah.
Yes.
true.
And it's like both of you have to be willing to like, or like even if it does become like you're like feeling comfortable enough to talk to your partner and be like, hey, do you think like we can start like doing stuff or like even
Mhm.
communicating it? Because like you both can feel it, I'm pretty sure. Um,
Mhm.
and it becomes hard because you need to communicate it, or else it's like you're like, oh well, do they like me anymore? Like,
Mhm.
what's going on? And then one person starts doing like all the effort, so I think it becomes hard.
Yeah.
It becomes like when it becomes codependency for comfort instead of love. Oh yeah, when you just
Yeah.
get used to each other.
Mhm. When
And
you're
it's like,
when you're always dependent on them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then it's like, wait, are you settling?
Yeah, that's another good topic.
Oh, yeah, that is another good topic.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
So.
that leads us
Mhm.
to self-love,
Self love.
being able to prioritize yourself. Like when we talk
Wait, wait,
about
wait. I'm so sorry.
bare,
Can we go
yeah.
back just a little bit?
Okay, go for it.
Remember we were talking about when in how can you? Oh no, actually, this is the perfect time. The loving yourself, loving other people thing that we're talking about.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I think I jumped the gun. I
Wait,
thought we were
what?
going back, but I jumped the gun. No, no,
Oh,
no, no. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. So, cause
Yeah.
oh, okay, cause like we talk about like bare minimum,
Uh
and
huh.
we talked about how if your person is not
Mhm.
doing the most for themselves, then like what are you doing? I
Mhm.
always think about if you can't love yourself, how can you love another person?
Mhm.
Or if you don't take care of yourself, then like how are you supposed to take care of the other person,
Mhm.
right? So I think the importance of self-love, self-worth, and personal growth is something that comes within relationships, because even though you're gonna be one, you're also a separate person. So being able to know how to love yourself is always important,
How do you love
and
yourself?
prioritizing yourself.
Mm.
So I would say like if if a relationship is a commitment, I say you are your biggest commitment,
Mhm.
because you're you're stuck with yourself forever,
That's
you
true.
know? Like if you think about it, like without that person, you are just yourself. So like
Mhm.
being able to give yourself like the life that you really deserve, you have to learn that you are the biggest commitment, and
Mm-hmm.
you deserve the same effort that you put into yourself and you put into others. But yes, it might sound selfish, but it's like for you,
Mhm.
because no one's ever going to be in your own shoes, or no one's ever going to be like in your life, because at the end of the day your other person could walk away from you and then all you have is yourself. So I always say you are your biggest commitment.
That's so
I was
So
gonna say
good.
that
prioritize
too.
yourself.
At the end of the day, it's always just you.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So
Yes,
true.
ma'am.
So
How do you guys self-love yourselves? Intention is so important, especially in the
self love
smallest
yourself.
things. It doesn't have to be some grand act of like, oh sorry, it was moving. Like just doing the littlest thing with intention is the best.
Yes.
Yeah, I think intention is such a big, it's like a theme that keeps coming back up in our
Yeah.
chat today. It's just intention.
It's like that, yeah, I love
I
I
can go to
honestly,
sleep now. You're
I love myself. I think that is really important.
Yes. As you should. I think self-preservation in a
Mhm.
relationship is super important. Yes.
hmm
Mhm.
I think like ways we self love.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like
For
personally.
me,
Mm-hmm.
I do certain activities like since I found out that I was like more anxious too, like I was like anxious leaning and stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh, I kind of need to. I was like aware that I needed to work on myself. So early
Mm-hmm.
on, I started journaling because I was like, okay, I need to put my emotions out there. I can't just like
Mm-hmm.
keep them bottled up, kind of thing. I'd start doing like, I think it's important to do like kind of like dates on by yourself,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
whether
I
that
think
be
that's
like
really good.
coloring,
Yeah.
going out to go get coffee, be at a coffee shop, do homework, like kind of like just be with yourself because it's like the like they said like preservation.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's important to do that. Um, and like being able to like sit with your emotions, figure out what kind of person you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Um, going to the gym. It's like self-care practices
Mm-hmm.
too, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think another
Um,
part of that is like understanding that your worth is what you claim your worth is, not what someone else
Says
decides
about
for
you.
you. Yeah, says this
Mm-hmm.
is what you're worth. No, you set the price of what you're worth, and you treat yourself in that way first and utmost. Because if you don't treat yourself in that way, then how are you gonna require another person to treat you like that if you
Mm-hmm.
don't even treat
yeah,
yourself that like that?
Yeah.
it's like
Mhm.
it's like the things you do to like you said gain respect, yes, but it's like you showing that you respect yourself and you
Mhm.
give yourself that time
Mhm.
and in and regain like kind of like your confidence and like
Mhm.
oh like I'm I'm that bitch, you know what I'm saying? No, just
Yeah.
kidding, but you know what I mean.
Self positivity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you just gotta remember like you're him, you're her,
Mhm.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Like at the end
Period.
of the day, you only
Mhm.
have yourself again, so it's like important to set those boundaries and be with yourself.
Yes.
I agree.
What else are they
For
saying?
real.
I agree with you, Grampy. Hell
I
yes,
have a
sir.
question,
Mhm.
Oh,
pal.
pals.
Oh yeah, it's
What's the
question.
question?
I guess we do question
Yes.
time
Just shoot any questions.
or comments.
Yeah, or comments, and just join the conversation with us if you would
I didn't know
like.
you could cook like that, sir. I've been growing these past couple months.
Mhm.
I've learned so much in these past couple months. Never mind, I got nervous. What do you mean? Share with the class. Y'all cooking though? Why do guys nice guys finish last?
No, I don't agree with that.
What? Okay. Let's continue self love real quick.
Mhm.
So um I always think is to always focus on yourself for sure. Um always love yourself
Mhm.
a little harder, much harder, because there's this quote that I saw
Mhm.
in like one of my, because I have like one of these like quote books in my collection, and
Mhm.
it says, this was meant to find you,
Mhm.
and it's by Charlotte Freeman, and it says, love yourself a little harder. If there was ever a time that you loved yourself too little, forgive yourself for accepting what you thought you deserved. Love yourself a little extra today and celebrate how far you have come and how hard you have fought to get here. Promise yourself that you'll never forget how you deserve to be loved, treated, and appreciated by others. And most
Mhm.
importantly, by yourself.
Yeah.
Because, like I said earlier, you are your biggest commitment. And there's nothing more like self love, you know?
Mhm.
And the more you create loving yourself, then the less self doubt you'll have
100%.
in life, in
Preach.
relationships.
Preach.
Preach.
Mhm.
Sticky noted.
Wait, Lex asked a question. She said,
Or revisit to the next podcast.
"Oh yeah, yeah, yeah."
Uh,
What did she say?
um,
I missed. I saw it when it was passing by, but I forget. Oh, what are some topics you wish to cover or revisit on the next podcast day? Um, We'll have to discuss that. There's a lot
Yeah,
of topics.
intentions.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy that
And
book
I want
I
some
now.
don't let
questions
books
that
tell
will
me what
cause.
to do.
I want questions that'll cause us to fight.
Oh, we could do
Let's
something
debate. Let's debate.
spicy. Yeah.
A what?
I said I want questions that'll cause us to fight. I want to debate. Just kidding.
Oh, between us or between the
No,
chat?
no, between
Everybody.
us, but I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm
Because I
joking. I don't
feel
want
like uh, Millie today was fighting with chat.
Oh.
I know. I was
Dude.
getting so much hate.
What else is there?
Pal
What
says,
else
I'm
do you guys
currently
wanna-
making the chocolate balloon from SpongeBob for her as an apology for being awkward and upsetting her. Do you think it'll work?
Really sweet.
I don't
Do you
know.
think like what her ways of her? I know it's
Yeah.
cliche, but what's her love language? Like,
Mhm.
do you think act of service and
Gifts.
gifts is like a thing for her? Anything like that, I feel like will,
Mm-hmm.
because it's the effort that you're putting, right? She believes in putting effort and act of service and gifting gifts, then I'm sure she would like it.
The topic that Stir say, I don't know if he
It's
wants like
girls.
an actual like answer, but like the why do nice guys finish last?
I hate that. I hate that saying because it's so
Oh,
untrue.
What? Nice guys, what?
Finish last. I
Like,
don't-
do you
What-
mean like
what
that's
does
not
that
true.
mean?
Like
Like,
they
do
never
you
get the
mean, like, you're-
girl because there's the nice guys. They never get the girls. Always like the bad guys get the girls. I'm like, no. I
You
don't
know
think
what?
is it
I
like
want
that
to
it could
say
seem
it's
like love
because
bombing?
these. I don't think it's the love bombing. I think it's the fact that they're too nice that they're
take
willing to
advantage
let
of?
go of someone. Like, okay, I'm just gonna say like they nice guys always think that they're the nicest because
Yeah.
they're letting go and giving what
Ooh, I have something to
the
say
other
about this.
woman wants. So if your girl wants to leave you, they're like, "Well, I'm going to be the nice guy and I love you and I care about what you think. So I'm going to
Mm-mm.
let you go."
You're
not
not
That's
gonna
why
fight for
nice
me?
guys finish last.
I actually
I
have
want
a,
That's
someone who's
in
gonna
my
fight for
opinion.
me.
I have a toxic answer to this question, but I believe
Give it, give it, give it.
Give it.
Okay,
Right
so
now.
guys that say so guys say nice guys finish last. However, I feel like guys who say that are not actually nice. They are guys who appear to be nice, but at the end of the day, they're guys. So, like for example, let me give kind of like a comparison. Like say you go to like a bar and there's a guy that's like, "Hey,
What if I don't go to
toots."
bars?
Well, this is just an example,
I'm
right?
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Guy says like, "Oh, hey, toots, like I'll buy you a drink. You want to like hook up or whatever, right?" And you're like, "Ew, no, go away." They go, "Fine, whatever. Screw you, whatever." And they're like rude and they leave and you go, "Oh, such a jerk." And then you have the guy that's like, "Oh, I'm a nice guy. I'm like your friend. Like I'm looking out for you." And then they go and then also like, "Hey girl, I like you," like that. And they go, "Oh, I no. We're just friends." They go, "Okay, well then everything's
You're a
off the
bitch.
table. Everything's off the table. I'm not gonna treat the way I treated you before." It's always like it's like the same thing as a rude guy, but it's the long game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
The
it's like
long
you're doing the
game.
same thing as that rude guy is because you want the same thing, and if you don't get it at the end of the day, you weren't a nice person. You were pretending to be nice to get what you want, and then when you don't get that, you're out. Or I'm not friends with you anymore. I can't be friends with you. I can't, whatever. And then they go, "Nice guys finish last, bro." What the heck? It's like, no.
No, it's because you
It's-
just beat around the bush
Yeah,
and
and
then went
you-
around and took the nicer road.
You think that investing your time and whatever is gonna make you the nice guy because you stuck around for longer? It doesn't. It's not the same thing. You're doing it. It's a different strategy for the same game, right? One guy
Yeah.
goes straight up front, blunt. Hey, let's hook up. One night stand. Let's do. I'll buy you a drink. I'll buy you dinner. Whatever. And then the nice, quote unquote, nice guys. I'll be your friend for 3 years, and I'll stick around.
Yeah, because in case that you ever need a shoulder to cry on, I'm here. I'm the nice
Yeah,
guy.
I'm the nice guy.
But
so
really, in the back of their minds,
there's a
they're-
motive.
There's a motive. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
My bestie said, "Nice guys think they're entitled to a girl's love and attention just because they're nice, which is the bare minimum." Which I think
Yes.
is true.
Yes, holy tea. That's true. See, this is what I was saying about like how some guys think that they're so nice because, like I said earlier, like some guys finish last, nice guys finish last because at the end of the day they think they're nice because they're
Mm-hmm.
letting go and
Right.
they're doing it for the person, but
Mm-hmm.
really they don't have that fighting itch
Mm-hmm.
That
to
too.
be
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, like like they don't have like that boom snap like realization that they need to fight for their girl, and that's why nice guys finish last.
Whoa. Mighty says usually the nice guys asking that are the creepy nice guys. Nice guys die the moment they get their heart broken for the first time. True. True, Lex.
Hmm.
So why break their hearts? Mm. Wait, to that's just weak. What? Wait, to that's just weak. AF. Lychee.
Lex said, but wait,
Nice.
let me be
They
devil's
are nice
advocate for
conditions
a second.
only. I agree. Thank you, Dodo. See, I feel like my only friend here is Dodo.
Is Dodo?
Yeah. Mighty says, I feel
No,
you, Millie.
I,
Get what you're
everyone else
saying.
understands
Yeah,
you.
true,
No,
true,
we
true.
understand you, Millie.
Yeah, we get it.
Did you say this? Did you read the baby cakes, Crampy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. TikTok about that. Okay, thank you for the...
But you can't categorize
Snap, snap. Wait, what?
all men like that.
No, you can't.
But you also said
Yeah, I
you're
know.
working on yourself, Millie, right?
I
Like you said, you're
I
trying to be
think
more
I'm
open or like.
I'm trying to be, but I think when I say that, to be completely honest, it's just me saying I'm aware of
Aware.
myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know if I'm actually doing anything to like not be like that, but
Mhm.
I'm like I know that I do that.
I mean, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Like even with mine, I'm like, I mean, it's still a
Mhm.
battle. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'm like, I'm not doing enough, but then I'm like, it's like
Totally
you shouldn't be
understand.
too hard on yourself, anyways.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like yeah, there's like different attachments and stuff like that, but I think the biggest one is knowing your attachment
Yeah.
and being aware of it.
Right.
Because then that way you're like, okay, well, I know why this triggers me, why certain things happen, type shit. So I think it's important,
Fake nice
and
guys.
nice that you're aware of it.
Yeah. Mighty says that's
Oh my
kind of
God,
true.
Lex,
Also-
that's talking.
I saw
What-
that.
oh my god, the essay just
Oh my
came
God,
up.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Okay,
Let me...
take it away, Lychee.
She said, okay. Lex says, okay, let me be devil's
Okay.
advocate because yes, I don't think it's fair that the nice guy that sticks around
Uh-huh.
the longest for the most things are owed anything in return.
Yes.
Because no, again, relationships shouldn't be transactional. However, I do
However.
think there are situations where the girl can take advantage of this niceness and have their backup while leading the guy on, and next thing you know, starts dating someone else. But I mean to each other. I understand feelings change and no one is owed anything.
Mm-hmm.
She hit the... How many characters is the max? No, but I mean to each other. I mean to each their own. 500, damn girl. Yes, you cooked.
Might I miss? I went to go get a snack.
Are
Oh,
you
you
a love
missed.
therapist? What do we think about what Lex said?
I think that, I mean, that's valid. There are some girls who do take advantage of like, oh, he's nice, he's my friend, but he's also gonna buy me this and get me that and hook, 100%.
Yeah.
That's where
But I think
you need to look out for.
Yeah, you have to look out for that. But then also, like, it becomes, at a certain point, it does kind of become a transactional thing, like, unspokenly, right? You have those kinds of friendship where it's like, I'm not gonna tell you, like, buy me stuff, but you're gonna buy me stuff because I know you like me. And then in exchange, basically, it's I'm hanging out with you, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's how
He's
their
orange.
friendship works, right?
Yeah.
I don't think most girls do that. I think guys who try to be nice, a lot of times guys would want to, that's like, they want to like get stuff for the girl or whatever, or do stuff for the girl, and then expect that to be like, but I did this for you, right? They kind of expect something in return, whether it be hanging out with them or like talking to them or something. It's never they're just doing it, and they would have done it too for any other friend, a bro,
But I'm gonna be real
or
honest with you. You saying, don't you think most girls do that? Not most girls do that, but I do see that in the case of some people who take advantage of um, men's kindness. I've seen it happen to friends where uh, girls who are just sleazy and sly and think they could get away with it because they think they're beautiful, you know, and they can take advantage of somebody nice and get what they want and then just leave. It's like hitchhiking in a way, which I do not support that. So, as a woman's woman, I do not think that I cannot tolerate that in women. Period. If I see a woman ever doing that to like a kind person, like what are you doing with your life? You know,
right.
you're wasting your time trying to linger around a nice person when you know it's not going to be anything real and you're only receiving in the end and they're not receiving, then like you're wasting your time instead of finding somebody else who can do all that with you but you also feel the same way towards them. Like, what are you doing? What's
They're
Liam
using
saying?
them as a safety net.
This is very fair, but men typically struggle separating any relationship from a transactional POV with women based on inherent biases and upbringing. Mm. Wait, this is true. Like sometimes girls are aware of this going on and also takes advantage. But like, let me play the devil's advocate.
Oh, another
Okay,
devil's advocate.
to be fair, two can play at this game. Exactly, because there's a reason people become this way. Not only guys, for only girls. TLDR. Hurt people, hurt people.
True.
True. Don't hate the player, hate the game. If you can't beat them, join them. You're getting traded. Dang. That's a hot topic.
Which
That
one?
was not the kind of question I was thinking.
I know, right?
They're always be stirring things up, dude.
For real. It's in his name. It's in his name.
What else is there?
Have we exhausted the topic for tonight?
What do y'all think?
Oh, wait, Millie, we were talking about this when we were having the conversation for this topic, where you were like, what does this mean? If you can't love yourself, how can you love another person? What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by
That's
that?
what you asked me.
Yes.
Yeah. So
What do
we
you
were
mean
talking
by
about
that?
that situation. Millie's like, I don't really understand. What does that mean?
What do you guys think about that? Do you guys agree with that statement?
Wait, you go first.
I do, because if you can't simply love yourself and put yourself first, what are you gonna do when you love another person but that person leaves you? Then you become broken, right? Because you didn't learn to prioritize yourself and love yourself in the beginning, that you completely fall apart and break. And yes, you can heal, but that's what I mean by love yourself first and learn to love yourself before you can love the other person. That's what I mean by when I say that, those words, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Millie, when
It's
you
like,
go ahead.
I think I can see it from both ways, because I'm like, I feel like you can, but you can't sometimes.
How come you can't?
I feel like it's sort of like you can't give them what you don't have for yourself. Like, because I feel like that's what makes a healthy relationship is also loving yourself and like being able to like give, I guess. But I feel like people are still able to give sometimes, but you have to. I think it's also like a boundary thing when it's like you can't.
I see what you mean.
Like
By
there
like
has to be boundaries in order.
yeah.
If you don't love yourself and you're willing to love another person,
Mm-hmm.
there has to be boundaries and there has to be like conversation on how you guys can work together. It has to be, and like it also has to be like you're self-aware that you don't love yourself, you know? Like, cause then
You have to be aware you don't love yourself.
yeah, cause it's like I don't know if it like becomes codependent and sometimes, and then you're like, oh okay, well now I have to be reassured.
Because for me, when we talk about codependency, you're talking about being codependent on the other person that you love, right? You're
Mhm.
being dependent on their love for you, and you're feeding yourself all that. That's why, and then that's how where I think where it's like, yes, you can codepend.
It becomes unhealthy at
Yeah,
times.
it low key like if it's that, then like I can never be alone, because then like this other person, if they leave me, how am I gonna have love or feel love, right?
Mhm.
Because like you didn't learn that part of loving yourself
Mhm.
before loving another person, because
Mhm.
that other person literally can just unlock your door and just walk out and leave. And then
Yeah.
now where's that feeling of love for yourself, because you were so codependent on that person.
Yeah. I think because I've seen like situations where like a girl doesn't love herself, right, and then this guy's all like, it's like the guy loves the girl more, so he's like willing to be like, hey, like I want you, I only want you, like let's grow together. I will show you like what healthy is, what like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
willing to put the work in to show you that you can become secure with him.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the same
That's
time, it can become unhealthy where you're like, oh well, he's not giving me it,
I
like
see.
I'm lacking it. So then you can become dependent on his actions towards you, his words towards you.
yeah.
So it's like it has to be like you're willing to also be aware that it could be bad.
Yeah. I guess
Because at
that's
the end
fair.
of the day, it's like when you're in a relationship, you know that sometimes things don't work out and sometimes that person won't be your person. You have to be willing to be like, I'm willing to try, I'm willing to do this, we'll figure it out. But sometimes you have to be willing to be like, okay, well, I might get hurt in the end. You know what I mean? Because that's what a relationship is like you learn, you grow, but you never know. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's the hard part, but it's the truth. It's like you just sometimes it's like you just don't know.
That's the facts. I feel if you can't love yourself, then your love towards that other person won't be as genuine. What if you love someone is what it takes to love yourself, though? Ooh.
And
Like,
sometimes I do believe that some people learn to love until they love another person, because your other person is going to teach you what that love is, right? Which, so it goes kind of vice
both
versa in a
ways.
way, where you can learn from that other person.
Lex
Right? Let's read
says,
whatever.
yeah, Lex says, I guess, but honestly, people are constantly growing and changing at their core, so it's kind of ignorant to assume that your partner is just gonna be exactly as they are when you first met them. Two people need to learn how to coexist and tackle certain situations in a way that benefits both partners. Preach, cuh.
Yes.
What if they are the reason why you love again? Because no one's perfect, no one's 100% healed. I'm not saying if you've just got a got out of a relationship you should just jump into another thing, but it's just because you're not perfect doesn't mean you don't deserve someone to love. But again, boundaries, yeah. I guess, but that's a risky bet because if not, what if not? Then both develop unhealthy relationship tactics. Liam says, I think people look to find happiness in another person, relying on them to fill that void when you should be adding onto an
An
already
already
balanced state
balanced.
of mind and well being.
Yeah,
True.
well said.
Good night,
Oh, good night.
Fa.
Good night.
Oh, okay.
What did Lex
What
say?
if they are the reason why you love again? I think that's only for the movies, because in real life, people do what they want to do. If their intention is to care and provide and love, and then they'll do that. And if they don't, then they won't. Wait, what? Okay. Well, I guess I kind of answered nerf that.
Yeah.
Where, well, what if they are the reason why you love again, right?
Yeah.
Because you could be broken and then be put to pieces by somebody who really cares and loves about you, which is very possible. And um, it's not very. I wouldn't say it. That's only in the movies. Someone can pick you up and put you back to pieces and teach you how to uh, prioritize yourself, and someone can put you back and to believing in yourself and putting yourself first, because the right person will always put yourself first. um my biggest thing is find somebody who is willing to respect you and put making sure that yourself is priority, not them putting you as their priority, as in them understanding that you need to be first in yourself, because no one's going to understand yourself like no one else. No one's going to be able to read your
True.
mind and what you feel unless other than yourself. So, yeah, I think it's possible that somebody can teach you love again, right?
And I
It
think
just takes time and a lot of patience. Because
Yeah.
if
it
you're with
does.
somebody who is broken and has no, like lost their self love in themselves, it's really hard to build it. And that person, your partner, has to be like really strong and very patient about it. It just really, it just really takes time, I guess, because time heals, right?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
people say.
But I think they also have to be willing to put in the work as well.
Yeah.
It just can't be like, oh, I'm gonna fix you, and then they're just gonna be like, okay, I'll be comfortable.
Yeah.
It has to be like, okay, I'll work on it too with you, because I do wanna be with you, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Not just just let it
Right.
yes, be patient, but it's like it still has to be like an agreement between two people, and like the willingness to grow, because if you know you can't be with someone and you want to do it alone, then you should do it alone. The growth, because then at the end of it could become like it could be kind of draining to the other person too.
They won't. True. True people change and have seasons, and love is supporting each other through that, investing in each other's growth. Forget I'm yapping. What? No. It's fair. Find someone that makes you want to improve yourself. Valid. You are her. Do y'all feel broken people will love more than someone that isn't? Yes and no. Of course, there's different situations.
I think so too.
Yeah. The reason why I asked that question, I just wanted to ask, because initially on first hearing those kinds of statements, right, you know, you can't love someone else unless you learn to love yourself or whatever, I understood it as like you don't have the capacity to love another person if you cannot love yourself. And I'm like, wait, that's not true. I feel like you can love, you have the space and the quote unquote bandwidth to love another person even if you don't love yourself. That's why I was like, wait, that's not true. But
Oh, that's how you saw
that's how I
that.
interpreted it at first, and I was like, that no, I don't agree. But the way you guys are explaining it,
It's like different from what you thought.
yeah,
Yeah. Good night,
Everyone's going to sleep
Dodo.
so
Yeah.
early.
I know. It is Monday.
Yeah,
But
we
they,
do have work tomorrow. But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think we had a good discussion. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We got to hear what other people thought.
Yeah,
We
it's
love talking
fun.
about love just in the nick of time for Valentine's Day.
Hmm. I think the heartbroken, anxious attachment people will reach and try to buy love because they feel like they have to earn it. But I don't know. I'm just yapping. That's true,
Yeah,
though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. Because they're so anxious about finding that love, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe leaning more on yes, they will because they know how it feels to be broken.
Mhm,
So wouldn't want to make their significant other go through what they did if they
mhm.
truly love that person. That's also valid. I well said.
Yep, well
I
said.
couldn't say any better than that, but yeah, that is very true. Because no one will know broken unless you I
Yeah.
feel like okay, you like
Mhm,
everyone has a different experience in brokenness,
mhm,
and um we all experience it in different ways, and also we all experience it in different levels because my level of brokenness could be like from a level 5, but somebody's experience of brokenness is like at a level 10,
mhm.
right? It's a lot higher, but I perceive it as a level 10, but they're like, oh no, yours is just a level 5. So for me, I would definitely say, because I've experienced the feeling of brokenness in my own experience, I would want to make sure that my significant other wouldn't feel that
Mhm.
same way. It's kind of like a, I guess it comes with the mother kind of personality that I have, where it comes to be like protective and I must protect my loved ones,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, this is a perfect timing
Timing.
of a
Yeah.
podcast this week. We
Right?
could have
It's
once
it's
more of these conversations. Yeah, it's
yeah.
fun. And I think that's why we've been enjoying and been talking about bringing out more of the podcast talks.
Mhm. I'm glad everyone had
Yeah,
fun and enjoyed it.
me too. I didn't think everyone was gonna be yapping with us.
I know.
That's what we wanted. What what question did you have?
Yeah, I
You
didn't
look.
even see the question.
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, I didn't even see your question.
Oh,
Don't
where
worry,
the
the
yappers
yappers
are
are
here
here today.
today. Let's go.
Well, I think our next episode is gonna be a book talk.
So glad I was
Maybe.
off today. Oh. When you and your partner are going through a rough time, are you just gonna leave? Um
Oh.
uh, I don't think I've so from personal experience, I don't think I've been in a relationship serious enough or long enough to have difficult times. Like I don't think we've ever reached and I've never been in a relationship where we were in a serious enough relationship or a long enough relationship to hit a serious time, but just based off of how I am so far, I feel like when I intellectually think about it, I feel like that's like the easiest thing. Like anytime I hear people like being like, "Oh, relationship trouble," or like guy trouble, I'm like, just leave. Like that's kind of like my gut reaction to stuff. It's like, well, why? If you're stressed out, just why don't you just leave? From actual experience, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I can
Me?
only speak hypothetically.
Mm, there's a lot of context needed for that question. Yeah,
Yeah,
I would. Yeah, there has to be more
than just a hard
to
time.
the like a hard time and a rough time because, like I said, everyone experience different things, and a rough time could be a different experience for someone. Um, for me, I guess it depends. It's situational. like how bad it was this rough time. Was this rough time like he cheated on me?
Oh, if that's the
Yeah, I
case,
wouldn't
then
walk away.
yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, yeah, that's a rough time. Like if he cheated on me, I'm walking out. Like goodbye. He did like a red
Mhm.
flag thing. Like he went behind my back, created like a Hinge profile behind my back. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm leaving. You know? Yes, let's say it's serious, but you guys have been both busy and you guys aren't on the same page anymore, so you guys are kind of fighting a bit more. So kind of like falling out of love. Is that what you mean?
I think there has to be more than just like, oh, we just don't have time for each other. Like there has to be other things that, other vibes, other. This can't just be like, oh,
Like
we're
other
so
factors.
busy. Yeah.
Like you
Like-
guys kind of both
Yeah.
feel like it's ended.
If it's, I think I usually leave before it gets to that point where we both feel like it's like I already detected that.
Really?
Hmm?
Like you're gonna protect yourself, I guess.
Yeah, like there's no, I don't waste time. Like the reason why like when I am in a relationship, it doesn't take me long to decide whether I want to stay or not.
Yeah.
So I could pretty much come to a conclusion already, like quickly,
Yeah.
within 6 months.
Mahogany.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess that also comes with what you said earlier, and you and Dodo, where it's like, I guess you put yourself at first, right? You
Mhm.
put yourself before the risk
Yes.
happens. Is to protect
We
yourself
just
from getting
calculate the
hurt.
risk earlier.
It's like a turtle. Like you go back into your cave and your
Mhm.
shell, protect yourself before anything.
I think we just do
Maha-
risk management sooner. I think that's what it is.
Mm,
That's what I like to say. That's what I like to call it.
yeah.
I don't know if Dodo's
A
still here. Maybe she
mahogany
could back me
says
up.
it's an easy whataboutism, but it's
Mhm.
different for everyone. Even not having time for each other means you need to communicate. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's why being busy and blah blah blah. Like you're in a relationship and it's you have to respect each other in a way where you need. Yes, you're busy and you're being respectable of the time of your person
Mhm.
from being busy, but you need to be able to communicate in those mean times because uh I feel like it's be unfair and disrespectful to your partner and your loved one, especially if you care for that person. Um, I believe you have to owe them that communication. I feel
Mhm.
like if you just have a falling out and you don't talk about it and you don't do anything about it and nothing changes from it and it's just this constant repeat, rinse, repeat,
Mhm.
situation, then what's the point of keeping the relationship, right? Lex says, I've stayed with someone while they were having mental health issues, and it eventually took a toll on me, which I think is very difficult to sacrifice my peace of mind and help to
100%.
help someone else. That's fair. I stayed, but it costed a lot. Oh,
Jeez.
I'm just saying. Esther says, I'm just asking that because I'm just curious if you're just gonna leave when you don't want to deal with it.
I mean, like I said, I don't know. I need more details and like more.
Yeah, it has to be situational.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cuz it's like, "Oh, you didn't like you didn't take the trash out.
Bye.
I'm leaving."
It's over.
Not like that.
No.
You didn't do it for the past 6 months. Like I'm out of here. Like, I I don't think that's what she means. Just sit down and talk. Yeah. I think it depends because obviously you want to help your partner because you love them, but again,
Mhm.
you need to stay strong for yourself in order to not
Mhm.
lose yourself for the other person's sake. Yeah.
And we could do more like talks about love in the future too. Just because there's so much to talk about, right?
Yeah.
It feels like
I told you guys love is such a hard topic.
It is a hard topic, but it's something that we could all relate to, so
Mhm.
it will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
What did she say? I
Yes,
can't.
mahogany. I do also believe that you reserve the right to just walk away from anything.
Yeah.
I agree.
Can't speak. Uh, is that the one you read? I can't speak for Millie, but it is common for people to distance themselves from the problem beforehand. That way, they don't have to deal with it at all. Yeah, like like dealing with the problem early on is always, in my head, easy, good
Yeah.
solution.
Your inner peace is most important. It's a bonus for both parties to have closure. Yes. Yeah. Me too, Lex. I love the song. Oh, I have those eyes by New West playing in the background.
Oh, I had music playing, but then now I'm playing Galaxy Garden Galaxy. So now I'm hearing, doom 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 doom. We have one of those.
Did you finish your coloring page?
I got like a little bit more than half done, and then I got tired, and so I was like, nah, I'm done. Are you done?
Almost.
Oh, nice. Are you gonna finish it?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're married, then it's up to the persons involved to determine whether they lie in the relationship. Again, situational people need to talk small things. It's true, but what if you're married? Yeah, I mean, I feel like it is very situational. Like, you can't just say. I feel like just saying, "What if it's a hard time?" is too generic of a situation for anything to make a final decision for me. Mahogany, do you know your attachment style? What would you say your attachment style is?
Yeah. It depends on like the two people that's in the
Mm-hmm.
relationship, how far they're willing to take to fix the problem, because a problem can always be fixed, and sometimes the way to fix it is to just walk away as well. Because there's only so much you can do, right? But if like two people are finding it super difficult to fix the situation, then I think it's best for both parties to just leave it or to just walk away. Again, heavy context is needed for any of these problems. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what my attachment style is. There's an attachment style test. Or not test, sorry, quiz. Anyways,
Yeah. Yeah, I
Does
think
anyone else have anything else to say
anything else
or add
to
on
say?
to? Ram?
Think I'm good.
I think this is a good place to end it.
Yeah,
3 hours?
yeah. I
Pretty
told
decent.
you we are gonna be
I know.
yapping.
I know. I was like, man, I
Oh
wonder.
yeah, that was my question too. Actually, like
Mhm.
what
What?
Stir said. What's your guys' plans for Valentine's Day?
Oh,
Oh,
that's a good question.
we don't speak of that day.
Oh,
That's what Nerf said. Honestly, guys, it's not a national holiday.
It's a
If you're not with somebody, just go take yourself out on a date.
yeah.
Whether it's just watching your favorite show, go get yourself your favorite meal, because
Yeah.
honestly, you deserve it.
Go watch
Uh,
something cute. Watch
yeah,
a cute
go
movie.
watch your favorite show,
Rom
whether it's
com.
dark, funny,
Yeah.
hilarious, thrilling. Like, do what you want
What
to
makes you
do,
happy?
because what makes you happy, because at the end of the day,
It's a corporate
it's just you.
holiday. It's a corporate holiday.
Yeah,
fact.
it's just you.
It's
Get my money up,
I think
not
I
my
work
butt.
Valentine's Day. What day is Valentine's Day?
Ivy's pretty much
Thursday?
spitting in our faces. What do
Thursday?
you-
Oh, it's Friday? Oh, yeah, I work.
I'm not spitting in your faces. Moosey just says I'm going to my girlfriend's house and we're gonna build Legos and watch movies together.
Oh,
that's so
that's
cute.
cute.
And she gonna cook.
Who's cooking? Moosey's?
Moosey's girlfriend, yeah.
Oh, Moosey's girlfriend's cooking. Oh.
I was getting someone to buy me dinner. That's crazy.
Who said that?
That's spitting in our faces. Dude, what do you mean that's spitting in your faces? I'm telling you that you don't need somebody to give you a Valentine's Day. You can always
Make
give
yourself.
yourself a
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. Yeah. Valentine's Day is not just for couples, y'all.
Yeah.
Nah, that's some loner shit. Then go out to the bar and buy yourself a Valentine girl
Yeah.
who wants to do Valentine's Day for you. Yeah. You want to be my Valentine? Oh, ask me in person tomorrow. No, we'll see. Oh,
Oh.
we gotta go.
Whoa. Okay. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us today. I'm glad you guys all enjoyed it. We had fun.
We had a lot of fun.
And if you guys have any topics you guys want to step up next time, drop in the Discord. Let us know. We'll plan something. Our awesome coordinator, Lychee, will.
I will probably go back to this
Uh-huh.
because I know there's some topics that we do want to
Oh, yeah.
talk about
Mhm.
and that we mentioned we're like, oh, that's another topic
Yeah.
for another day.
Yeah.
But
love will always be
uh,
one of our topics, our
yeah.
favorite topics. But we do have
But
a
then-
book talk coming up in a couple
Yeah.
weeks, and our normal scheduled, your regular program schedule, Lychee, right?
it will most likely be on a Monday.
It'll be on a
Um,
Monday. Yeah.
Yeah. So updates on our podcast for Spill Pages is that we're gonna be doing one book every 2 months. So that will give everyone who wants to join us 2 months to read a
Yes.
book.
No excuses. Everyone join right now. What are you doing?
So if you guys haven't
And we'll have a guest for
followed
that
us
that
on
that one too.
Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube, it's spilled.pages. I believe on YouTube it's just spilled pages, but you will see that there are some shorts there
Hi,
that's
Blanca.
been made already. Hi, Blanca.
Yes, and we're building all of it, so it's still
Yeah.
very, very, very brand new.
We're-
but
We're slowly building this,
yes.
and hopefully it'll be coming to your nearest Spotify if I can figure it out. But
That'd
once
be
that
awesome,
comes
though.
out, then
That'd be
we
so
will,
awesome.
you know.
And then for
We're
our book,
working.
where our book thing, we'll have a guest also
Yes,
again
for our book talk, it'll be next
in 2 weeks, I think.
in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2
We
weeks.
have to invite our guest. I forgot to invite
Yes,
our
and if you
guest.
guys haven't and you have 2 weeks, we honestly read this
Yes.
book in like
3
a week
days, yeah.
or 3 days.
It's
We're
fast.
reading The Housemaid by Frida McFadden.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it's a series, but we only read book 1. So if you guys want to join us for the book talk or listen in on the book talk instead of reading it, if you're interested, you know, the book is a psychological thriller with a domestic suspense novel. So if you like mystery, suspense, drama, and like dark secrets and manipulation
Mhm.
and stuff like that, and that's your cup of tea, then
Yes.
look out for our next podcast, which will be I would say it's our book report.
It's our book report, yep.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
our
do you
book
need
report
help?
episode.
Huh?
Making a podcast for Spotify? Like, you don't know how to do it?
Yeah, I don't know how to upload it. Do you know how to do it?
Yeah, because I had to do it for a class.
Please.
Yay, help us,
Me and
please.
Lily have been trying. We were just talking about earlier how we need like a pilot
Yeah.
like episode.
So the
yes.
thing is, to make it, in order to put it on Spotify, you need to get an RSS number or
Nerf
something.
is gonna chime in.
So you just need to create an RSS account, and then once you have that, you can do. I think it's like I think it's just podcasters.spotify.com, and then you make an account for podcasting,
Oh.
and then you upload the RSS number or link. It's a link. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's a link, and then that way you can claim it.
Oh.
And
my
then-
gosh.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about this.
We'll talk about it
Yeah.
off stream. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Offline.
So,
So
we will see you guys in the next
yes.
The RSS.
podcast. The next one is gonna be. We're gonna try to do it once a month. Cross fingers.
Which one?
The well, because we're doing every 2 months book talk, right? But then in between we're doing like a regular spill the tea talk
Mm-hmm.
of anything in life.
Oh yes.
Because if you guys weren't here in the beginning, the explanation between spilled pages is that we're spilling all the tea on life, and then we're spilling all the tea on the pages of the books that we read. And then we do have a book club as well. So
Lots of stuff planned. That's. And then you still get Valorant too, of course. I could never say
yeah,
it.
of course we're still play games.
Yeah.
Still at heart, guys. So if you guys do like these chill things, then
Yeah.
yes.
Let us know too. It gives
Let us
feedback
know.
is always good for us because we're just starting it. So
We're newbies.
yes,
At the end, yeah, because we're ending now. But I'll show you my
Yeah.
Labubus right now.
yes. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
guys.
All
Thank you
right.
for the
Well, thank you guys for
stream.
hanging out.
Thank you for
Of
hanging
course,
out.
thank you
guys had
everyone for their
fun.
feedback and little discussion.
Yes.
It was fun.
I didn't know so many people were so interested in love. But good night, everyone.
Yes. Good night.
Good night, bye.
I hope you guys have a
good
nice night.
one.
If you guys want to check out
How do we
Cramps,
end? Oh yeah,
Labubu's, go check
we'll
her
raid.
out.
Yeah, we'll raid
She's gonna
into
show her
Labubu right
Labubus.
now. We'll raid you, Crampy.
I'm gonna end though.
But aren't you gonna show the Labubus again?
Oh yeah, because I want to show Blanca.
Yeah. So you're not completely ending.
Okay, I guess.
Okay. My raid has been created. Thank you guys. Thank you. I love you. Have a good night. Bye.